Hi YouTube, how are you doing? And welcome back to Phasmophobia. Today, we are gonna get good at this game because I suck, I have found out. I had not played the game for a while, and they have been adding so many ghosts so quickly that I honestly have been feeling like a noob recently, especially when it comes to abilities during the hunt. Like, every new ghost that they've been adding has like a different ability that you need to pay attention to during a hunt, and it honestly feels so overwhelming that I've been making a ton of mistakes, and that is as someone who has played this game for like thousands of hours, so I cannot even imagine how it is for a new player. Now, how are we going to be fixing this today and learning the game again? We are going to be playing no evidence, which means we are not going to be using the evidence items. We are going to have to figure out the ghosts purely off of their behavior, which will force us to become good at this once again. Now, we're going to obviously be playing on the new Willow Street House a bunch. Now, if you haven't seen the game yet, they have also done a bunch of bug fixes, so the game feels really good to play again. I'm excited to hop in. I hope you enjoy. If you're not subscribed, please do so. If you like the video, like it. If you dislike it, dislike it. But let's not waste any more time. Let's hop into the game. Let's go.
Alright, we're here.
Oh boy. Here we are. It's cold apparently. It's snowing in California because we're on the new Willow Street House. Now, I didn't actually mention this just now, but we are also going to be starting at least at 0 sanity because obviously... Are you going to stop talking? Obviously, so many of the new ghosts have hunting abilities that a lot of the ghosts now can be figured out just during a hunt. This was already the case before, but now it's even more so, and that's where I struggle the most at the moment, because it just feels like so many ghosts are overlapping in behavior. Now, the idea is that we do a hunt. If it is not a special ghost during a hunt, we're going to take the pills. So the pills still work. If we take all of them, we're going to have like 80% sanity, I think. We have a smudge stick. What do we got to do here? Because we would love to get some experience as well. Candle, photo of an EMF, and a video. We can do a video, maybe. I'm kind of scared because if this is like a Cormos or something, we're going to be screwed. Yeah, I should also quickly do this right here. Let's spin the wheel for the believers. What do we get? Oni. So the dial the guest is on here, but that should be a default option because that ghost is going to show up a lot more. We might get the new ghost today if you haven't seen it yet. Yo, win 60, I thank you for the 5 gifties, thank you. All right, here we go. No shame today. We're gonna learn. It is okay to suck at this game. They just keep changing too many things. Even I struggle at this point. All right, let's turn on some lights because we're gonna need these. Let's see, so looping on this map has gotten quite different. So we start at 0, by the way, so this door is gonna close soon here. We're gonna have to be careful. I'm gonna hold this smudge stick. I'm just turning on as many lights as possible so that we can run away. This door is locked. There's also a looping spot in here. Yeah, this map is so good. I love this map. Like, honestly, it's just like so much... It's the same map as before, but like way more stuff to look at for the ghost to interact with and things like that. Is this shade business? Because it's not hunting me right now. Let's see. We have, I don't think we have any hiding spots, but I'm pretty sure you can still hide here, for example, even if you have no hiding spots. That still works, I think. Of course, you also have, you can kind of hide here, but you have to, like, I don't know, the ghost can sometimes see you over the table, over the chairs here, so that's not always very useful. And then the other one is over here. This is actually a really safe location to be, because unless the ghost goes all the way over here, it won't see you from over there. So this is actually a really nice spot to camp. Like, especially if you walk in and you're 0 sanity. Now, I'm definitely starting to believe that this is going to be something like a shade or something shy. Because we are, as you can see, by holding the new button, you can hold H now to pull up the watch without having to look in the journal. We are in fact 0 sanity, and it's already 1 minute and 40 seconds. Okay, well, there we go. Listen. It's coming up. It's in the basement. Normal speed or a tiny bit faster, but it sounds relatively normal. The other thing that also kind of makes this map hard for me is that the footsteps on this floor, you can hear it when I'm walking, are so loud that for some reason, because they're louder, it makes it sound... Is this just a me thing? Or just because they're louder, it makes it sound faster for some reason? That's at least how my brain works. Loud equals fast. So I keep thinking that things are faster when they're actually just like the same speed. I'm gonna turn on these lights over here. Let's see. All right, so it's in the basement here. So we're gonna be I guess looping it here. Is it a... It's a female ghost, right? Oh, Jesus! Okay, okay. So we're actually now in the ghost room, I would think so. So then we're gonna check for shade. We're still at 0 sanity. I'm gonna take the pills once I do one more hunt here, I think. Then we're gonna have to figure it out. I would hope to get a new Ure today, because the new Ure apparently has, like, a better ability. There's a bone right there. Or, like, it's easier to tell it apart from the other ghosts, because I was really struggling with that. Alright, can you hunt me? I'm waiting. Look for orbs. Kind of scared, though. Oh, here we go. Okay, that's definitely slow. No, I'm not crazy. Guaranteed slow. This is slow for sure. Does that mean it's... Okay, so then there's... This before would be like instant twins. Not anymore. Now it could be Obambo. That's the thing. There's different ghosts that are like similar in behavior now. Especially when it comes to stuff during the hunt. Makes it a lot more tricky. So let's get out of here. We're gonna do another hunt here. I got the ghost video. That's what I wanted to do. I'm quickly gonna get the ghost, the photo cam as well, so we can take the bone photo and pick that up. Okay. So it was definitely not normal speed. This is gonna be happening a lot now. If you get good at this, you become like insane at this game. Because so many ghosts have hunting abilities. Like, pretty much every single ghost that they've added this year, I think every single one of them has a hunting ability. So if you know how to detect ghosts during a hunt, you can figure out like more than like 60% of the ghosts with just one single hunt. Now, I'm definitely not going to be doing it with just one single hunt, because that's why we're learning here today. So yeah, faster means all of the normal ghosts are gone. What are the normal ghosts? Banshee, Demon. Dio is like faster, but like in a very specific way, so that one's out. Goryo, obviously. Mare, Myling. I'm just ruling out normal ghosts. Obake, Oni, Onryo, Poltergeist, Shade. So no Shade, strangely enough. Wraith, Yokai, Ure, Phantom, Jin. It was slow, so Jin would be faster. So these ghosts are... And Aswang is also normal speed, but just gets faster, quicker. Does that make sense? I did have so Raichu is also faster, so this can be ruled out. So it's only the slower ghost that we should still keep in mind here. It was not Revenant slow for sure. It was not Moroi fast because we are at 0 sanity. And then Dian would be slow if you're not walking, and then fast when you're walking. It was slow regardless if we were walking or not, right? So Dian is also out. And then Kormos would have been fast when it started to detect us moving, which it wasn't fast when it started to detect us moving, so that one should be out as well. So you can just see, with like that little bit of knowledge, that it's slower. Oh, Aswang is 1.53 speed, not normal. That doesn't mean anything to anybody that's not like a data miner. What is normal speed? Is it 1.40 something? 1.46? That is such a tiny difference, man. Oh, it's 1.7. Oh, never mind. Okay, so there could be Aswang then. Never mind. See, these are the things that I just don't know anymore with the 1.51. I wonder how they came to that number. Guys, remember, this will be on the test. Aswang, 1.51. Normal goes 1.7. Huh? You better write this down. All right, Mimic seems unlikely, but we're gonna keep it open for now. So yeah, lots of ghosts ruled out. Let's grab a photo cam so we can get a picture, and then we're gonna do one more hunt to see if anything changes. Like, that's also a good thing, is to just do multiple hunts to see if something changes, because that could rule out a lot of things. Could rule out a Mimic, for example, easily. Oh, I'm getting stuck on things. And some ghosts have like different... Turn off the light, that's annoying. Have the ability to do different speeds at different times. That's also kind of tricky. Alright, turn on lights, play it safe, get this bone. I do still have the smudge, yes. You also have quick hotkeys now, by the way. You can click the buttons to go between your items, which is really nice. Okay, we got the bone. Love to get a ghost photo, but let's play it safe. You want to play the game? We're still zero sanity. Oswong is same speed as slow twin. That's actually so tricky. That so the twins used to be like, oh, it's fast and now it's slow. Like we know it's twins, but now it could be Obambo, it could be Oswong. I mean, there was always like Thay, for example. So we need to test if it gets faster during a hunt, because that would rule out Thay and Hantu. I'm assuming it was cold in here, so it couldn't be a Hantu. That seems very unlikely. We do have a cursed possession, by the way, so we could trigger a hunt. It's not the... Oh, it is the board. I'm just gonna do it. I'm running away. I'm breaking it. Wait, I should take a picture first, though, before I break it. There we go. Bad idea. That actually scared the shit out of me. Oh my god. What the fuck? It was so close to me. Oh my god. It wasn't Obambo. See, that's what I mean, man. I don't know this game anymore. What have you done to my boy? Dude, that's actually scary, man. Okay, so Obambo, let's go over what happened, right? So we detected that it was slightly faster in the first hunt. At least that was my hunch. And then it was slightly slower in the second hunt. There's really only 2 ghosts that do this consistently. Of course, we're talking about the twins and now the Obambo. Twins will either be 5% faster or 5% slower, which is like, it can be hard to notice these like small differences for sure. Obambo does something similar, but like Obambo is such a strange ghost to me because it's basically twins, but like without all the cool stuff. Like it's a really strange ghost to me. So it will be faster like 2 minutes and then slower 2 minutes, and the big difference between them is that when it is slow, it is much less likely to hunt. Which is why it took so long for it to hunt, probably. Because it can only hunt at 15% sanity, right? Can I get a fact check on this? Anybody that is, like, familiar with all the new ghosts? It's, like, really... Oh, it's plus or minus 10? But it's similar, right? The Obambo and the twins are very similar. Like, I can't figure them out just off of hearing them, like, 2 hunts. Personally, you're gonna need to, like... Oh, shit. We got heavy rain. Let's spin the wheel here. Like, I really struggle with the difference between twins and Obambo, personally. Alright, well, 1.51 speed. Huh? Did you remember? I remembered. 1.7 normal, 1.51. Like, these numbers don't mean anything, by the way. Like, it doesn't matter that you know it's 1.7 speed. It's like, it's just not like you can... Oh, I hear, this is 1.7. Like, it's just, that's not how that goes. That was crazy. It's 1.53? Oh my god. I got it wrong. I'm gonna get a bad grade. What do we need? Parabolic microphone? Literally shove it up your ass? I'm not doing that. Actually. Okay, 1.53 is minus 10%. So, wait, so how is... Okay. So twins is minus 10 plus 10, right? Obambo is also minus 10 plus 10. And then Oswong is also minus 10. So there's literally... They've been adding so many ghosts that are like plus or minus like a tiny bit. That is so confusing. Or is Obambo like 1.48 or some bullshit? This is like, this is wiki trivia. 1.69. No. Nice, but no. It's a 1.45. These numbers. The numbers, Jason Mason. What do they mean? What do they mean? Alright, buddy. Alright, let's see. We are here for 30 seconds. No hunt yet. Gotta turn all the lights around. I think we're safe here for now. Well, I think you can tell that that one's a lot faster than 10%. That's like 30% faster, bro. Plus the clog clicking and clacking on the floor, yes. Okay, so that is really fast. So there's no, like, itty-bitty speed boost here. This is the crazy speed boost. I would love to get a picture, but if I get close to that door, I'm gonna scream. Because it's gonna come up the stairs and destroy me. Here we go. Oh, it just was trying to get up, but then it didn't make it. Okay, so this is important. Let's get out of here. So now we're in a different universe. It's not a small difference, it's a big difference. Which this is honestly easier. But there's still lots of options. So now, like, all the itty-bitty ghosts get off the table, right? So Aswang, Banshee. I was standing still, right? I'm gonna test if I was standing still again. So if I was standing still, Diane would be off the table. Obviously, it didn't find me. I feel like this could very much be the new ghost. It definitely seems like new ghost behavior. So Galu only gets fast when you have... So you use protective items. That makes it slow. Or... Another form of demon, the Galu is a reminder that death comes for us all. Using protective equipment provokes the ghost until it is no longer effective. Strength. Using protective items pushes the ghost to become enraged, weakening equipment effects. Weakness. Being enraged exhausts the Galu, making protective items more equipped. So if you use Salt, Crucifix, Smudge Stick, it becomes faster for the next hunt. And then if the hunt is over... and it doesn't use any protective items until the next hunt it will be slower, right? And then after that hunt, it will be normal again. Like it has three different phases. It can be, if you use protective items, it will be fast for one hunt. If you have not used any protective items, it will be normal. If you have used protective items, it does a hunt while being fast. The hunt after that, it will be slow. It's a fucking math quiz, bro. So yeah, I think that is the idea. So normal speed if you haven't used shit. Fast if you've used one. Then slow on the hunt after that. And then back to normal. So it goes like angry, slow, normal. Angry, slow, normal. Yeah, and you can use the salt. So this ghost was fast right off the bat. So Galu was off the table because we hadn't used any protective items. So Goryo's off. The breaker starts on, so it seems very unlikely that it would be warm, so this is off. Kormos would only be fast if it knows where you are and it's coming to your location, right? Although I do think the speed is different, like when it moves normally. Like it's normally slower, but then it gets faster. We're gonna have to find a Kormos. Mayor's obviously off. Moroi is very possible here. Myling is gone. Obambo, that was not like a small boost. That was a huge boost. That's definitely not gonna happen. We didn't have any equipment turned on, because otherwise it would have detected us. So it can't be this. Clearly not a Revenant. You can see just how many ghosts become impossible right off the bat if you realize that it's a fast ghost, right? Like, how crazy is that? Just that one... This is why it's such important to become good at this again. Because, like, one single thing brought it down to 5 ghosts. And we haven't even, like, gathered any evidence, because we're playing no evidence, of course. So, yeah. So Moroi is slow when you're at low sanity, which we are obviously at 0 sanity. So we're gonna do another hunt to see if anything changes, right? Yeah, so I need to test if I was standing still, because I think Diane is probably off the table as well. But I don't know if I was, like, slightly moving to get next to the chairs. Alright. Now, in order to test if this is a Daldagast, we should actually be throwing a bunch of stuff here. Because the Daldagast doesn't like it when you throw things. So if it suddenly gets really slow, then we know it's the Daldagast. Okay, it's also throwing things itself. Which I think the Daldagast can still throw stuff. So with all these items, I'm pretty sure it would be slow now. It's a really cool ability. It's nice that it's so differentiated that you can easily test it. I do appreciate that. Alright, so now that should be more than enough to change the speed significantly. So we don't really have to worry. That would rule out the Daldagast. If we get the same exact speed, that probably rules out Mimic. And if we stand still and it's not fast, that rules out Diane. Somebody's calling me. Who's there? Nobody. No answer. What does this say, by the way? There's like a... I can't read it because it's backwards. Ah! Ah! There we go. Alright. Well, so you can see how fast the Daldegast is when no items have been thrown. But now that I was throwing all these items, it's suddenly a completely different beast. Nice. I think I got that one right. Let me just check while the ghost is walking. Yup. Alright, we're gonna leave after this, so we're gonna try and take more ghost photos. Let's see how many we can get. Oh. How many? 2 out of 5 is not a very good hit rate when it comes to ghost photos, but I swear one of them should have been a hit as well. Still fine though. As long as you can take at least one. So yeah, very different compared to other speed abilities during a hunt, because there's a lot where you don't have any influence on the speed of the ghost, and it's just like randomly doing shit. And I think those to me are the hardest. Like I think Obambo and Twins, plus like the slight difference in speed between some of the other new ghosts, are like the hardest ones for me. This one is going to be like an easy one to get used to, at least for me, because it's just, is it fast? Oh, you might be dealing with a Daldegast. Throw as many items as you can. Next hunt, is it still fast? It's not a Daldegast. If it's suddenly slow, boom, you know what it is. So yeah, there you go. That is our brand new ghost that has just been added to the game. In case you hadn't seen it before. And all the ability does, apparently, according to CJ, and that's what he told us, is there's still a few more sneaky abilities that this ghost has that we just haven't figured out yet. But they're apparently really subtle, so they're hard to notice. So I don't know what, obviously he didn't say like exactly what it was, so we don't know what that means. Like maybe it means that there will be, and I'm assuming it has something to do with the behavior outside of a hunt. And what I hope is that it has to do with like throwing items in specific ways, because like the ghost's entire personality is centered around not wanting you, not like getting angry or like getting upset when items are thrown, and it becomes really, really slow because of it. But it also does other things, apparently. Anyway, so that was a 50% success rate so far. We can definitely do a lot better than that. We're going to be going to Willow a lot, but let's do a little Tanglewood in there. And we got to spin the wheel again. All right, let's see it. It was a Daldegast, yes, which is a believer win, because it's the new ghost right now. All right, Obake. Will it be an Obake? That's a very different type of ability during a hunt. Let's hop in here. We haven't had a ghost. Let's see how many. That's another thing. So we're going to keep an eye on our success rate, obviously. So far, 50% is not the greatest success rate, but we're going to try and increase those numbers as we go along here. Another thing we should pay attention to is how many ghosts we can figure out during a hunt. So far, it's been 100%. And this has only gone up in recent history, because there's just been so many new ghosts added that do stuff during a hunt. Alright, what do we need? Sound recorder? We'll start with the sound recorder. Okay, so this is Tanglewood. The new Tanglewood as well, in case you haven't seen this yet. I really like this map. It is very nice. Gotta turn on these lights though, there we go. Right, we get every light on, we're safe. So main difference between old Tanglewood is no more kitchen island. Now this is the loop. But these are all blocking line of sight, so this is actually like a really good loop. Do we have another female ghost? We do have another female ghost. It's not to be a hater or whatever, but female ghosts make the game a lot harder because they're crawling ghost models most of the time, which means that you cannot loop the ghost very well. So yeah. Female ghosts are much stronger than male ghosts. Okay, we need you to hunt. It's actually been quite noticeable. Oh no, there we go. It's hunting now. This might actually be our first normal ghost. It's hard to hear right now. It needs to get out of the basement. Seemed like it was running to me. that's normal, or it's like one of those like -8 to 10% speed ghosts. Definitely feeling like it's probably normal. So yeah, it's actually a stand-up ghost this time, so we can easily loop it. That means we're gonna do one more hunt to confirm, and then we're gonna take the sanity pill. So this would be 66% ghost during a hunt so far. Let's see. We're gonna already grab you, grab this one, and then I'll prep. Do we need the EMF? Motion sensor. We'll get the motion sensor in there. Yeah, it definitely sounded normal. But not a dying, like, there's lots of ghosts we can rule out right now. But let's do one more hunt before we start getting too into the weeds. Okay. Wait, what? Are you okay? Does the door cause the motion sensor to blink? I guess. Okay. Give me this. Oh, it beeped the motion sensor. So it came up the stairs. Interesting. That could be... Nice! That could become relevant. We got a video. That's great. Definitely normal speed. Alright, so we have an actual normal speed. Can we hear it from far away? Can it detect? It seems like it's not a myling. I'm testing if it's a yokai now. It finds me easily when I turn on my flashlight, so it's not a yokai either. Like, these are the abilities I'm used to. No myling for sure. Test for Jin. Okay, apparently this door doesn't want to stay open. Okay, Jin, we would have to test it another way, but let's step out. So normal speed, there's like so many abilities, but these are the abilities that are easier in my head, even though they're like probably harder if you're just learning the game from scratch. That you have to test in completely different ways. Like there's abilities during the hunt that don't involve speed. They haven't really been adding those recently. A good example of that is like myling, right? Myling, you can hear the ghost's footsteps when you are very close to it, and when you're like a little bit further away, it will be completely quiet. That's what I was testing for here, so it's not a myling. Since we obviously know it's none of the fast ghosts. Like, it's not a Dine, it's not a Dio, it's not a Daligat, it's not a well, Galu would be normal right now because we haven't used anything. Hantu, Kormos, Moroi, Obambo, Twins, Thay, Revenant, Raichu. Like, all of these ghosts would have different speeds. Right? Then it's clearly not a Phantom because it wasn't invisible. So these are different abilities, right? There's another one. Phantom would be invisible for really long, then blink again, then be really invisible, then blink again, and it's hard to track this ghost during a hunt because of that. That's not the case. Yokai will only detect your equipment when it's close to you. So when you're further away, it doesn't detect you. So that one's off the table as well because I was testing for that. Problem with these is that some of these are like things that can accidentally go wrong. Like you could have a ghost just find you and then you might think it's not a yokai when it actually is a yokai, but we're going to assume that it went well this time. So yeah, then we're left with these. So that's also, so knowing that it's not a, so it's not an Aswang, right, because it wasn't slower, but knowing that it's not a slow or a fast ghost also gives you tons of information. You can see how many ghosts you can rule out with just that. Now it seemed to stalk us quite heavily, so Banshee or Wraith are good possibilities. Jin is another fast ghost, but we can only test this if you're at a distance between you and the ghost, and we were never at a distance between us and the ghost. And Galu, we would have to use like a protective item, like a smudge stick or something. But I think with this, we have ruled out so many ghosts that we're just going to take the sanity pills now, so that we actually are going to like do the investigation slightly differently now. So we're gonna take all of the pills. This is totally healthy. Don't do this at home. I'm a professional. And then we're gonna need to continue gathering all the other evidence. So now we're gonna be all the way up to 80%, which means we can kind of go, like, do normal. We can just do a normal investigation now as long as we keep the lights on a little bit. I'm just gonna bring my equipment in here. Okay, make sure to turn on lights to save your sanity, because I just used all my pills. Alright, so it's probably in the basement. So we're gonna go over to the basement, but we need to go grab some stuff. So we're still gonna grab a thermo here to confirm the ghost room. Yeah, we crunched like 4 bottles of pills. Me eating some mints. Alright, we need you. This one we have in there already. So out of the evidence items, the ones you use still are like things for photos and videos, right? You still use the EMF because you can get a photo off of this. We're gonna grab... So crucifix is useful because there's some ghosts that can early hunt. And then, well, actually, let's, because we should check for Wraith, right? So we'll do Wraith first before we do the crucifix, because we're at 80% right now. So the only ghost that can really hunt us now is like a demon can hunt us really soon. Alright. Let's check if you are down here before we place our salt. So we got 16 degrees, so that seems like it has roamed. So we're going to check. That would be very useful. If it has changed ghost room, I would be very happy. Because then we can rule out one of the most annoying ghosts, the Goryo. It is now in the living room. Okay, that means we can say no Goryo, because Goryo is the only ghost in the game that cannot change ghost room. So because it was in the basement first, and then now it's changed to the living room, we know it's different. And that's also important, checking that before you place your salt. Because if we place the salt in the basement, it will be useless now. So that's useful. Well, let's check for orbs real quick to see if it's just a mimic. I see absolutely no orbs. Why is my camera shaking? You see the shake? What is up with that? Why is my guy shaking? Is it cold? I don't know what's going on. Alright, seems like there's no orbs. So we're gonna say no mimic. We're gonna just say no Goryo, of course. And now it's salt time. It threw something just now. Can we get a... Here we go. I would like to get the photo off of this. I walked into a wall. Okay, too late. Can you do it again? It'll do something. Now let's place these. So Wraith cannot step in salt. One of the most well-known hidden abilities. I don't think it says anything about that in the book, right? So it steps in salt. There we go. It stepped in another salt. Hopefully it doesn't step in that one really quickly now. Okay, so now if it steps in that salt, we know it's not a Galu. Because if it steps in one salt, it will be enraged, at which point it can't step in another salt. But if it steps really quickly, like if it steps in one and then in the other one right away, it needs to be like 4 seconds apart for it to be able to be a Galu. So yeah, if it steps in that salt now, we can rule out Galu. Which it did, so we can rule out a Galu. Alright, let's turn on the light again before I get hunted here. So now we know it's not a Galu. We know it's not a Wraith because it stepped in any salt. We need to grab some more stuff now. So that's because we're down to these guys. So let's get a crucifix in here to protect ourselves against the demon. No, that was four seconds apart, so as long as there's like quite a bit of time between the first salt and the second salt, you know it's not a Galu. Okay, so candle for the Onryo. These are more classic things. Like these are the things that are like ingrained in my memory. So these are easier for me to remember. But I can imagine they can also be quite tricky. If you haven't been playing the game for a while, you might have forgotten them. Okay, and then besides that, we don't really care. We'll just grab... Do we need the paramic? No, we need the sound recorder. I'm just thinking what we might need. I'd say another crucifix can't hurt. Yeah, I did do the first salts relatively quick together. Like, there was no 4 seconds between the first two. So that's why the third one mattered the most. Excuse me. Can you shush? Oh, we got tarot cards. Alright, so we place a candle for the Onryo because it has candle abilities. So yeah, that apparently that has nothing to do with the fuck? With the Ure right there. It stepped on the ocean sensor just now. Ure is different. We did get the video though. Yeah, door move, disturbed salt, hunting ghost. We're getting good stuff here. So now we just gotta keep an eye on this. We should also flick some light switches in case it's a mare. around the ghost room. We're gonna flick some of these switches to see. Should turn these off actually, so I can do those as well. Nothing. Yeah, I haven't had a Urei since they changed it, so I can't tell you what the new Urei looks like because I haven't had one. But they changed something with it, so I don't know. Maybe this is the time. This is our moment. The TV does not count as a light switch anymore. That's like years ago. Unfortunately, they removed that. I still don't know why, but it's been removed. Okay, I need the. I'm gonna go look for this. I thought this was my smudge stick. Tell me I'm crazy. Doesn't that? That looks like a smudge stick, man. Oh, what was that? It did a squeaky. I didn't even know you could click that, I have to be honest. Okay, we didn't find the bone yet, right? No. I see no bone. The ghost is a doggy. Okay, it blew out the first candle, so that's number 1. We're gonna keep track of this. Number 2 coming up. We can take tarot card picture as well, of course. Sanity. Sanity check. Getting close to 50. Gotta be careful. You could also just look at the screen to see when it starts saying bone. Is this an invisible bone, or what are we talking about here? Maybe basement? Back here. No. Alright, walking through the dark is pretty bad for me. It blew out the candle? Okay, so that's second blowout. So now we're gonna be here for the third one. So let's forego the bone search for now. So third blowout is when it would hunt instantly at any sanity if it wasn't on Rio. Next to the table in the hallway. Alright, we're gonna check that out. I need to be here right now. This is one of the only bugs that still remains from the broken version that we had like a few weeks ago, that the candles don't burn properly. Tarot card. Can you give me a sign? I don't want to turn off lights in the area that I'm staying. But the mayor would definitely hate these lights. It blew it out. That's the third blowout. And it doesn't use the crucifix. So with that, we know it can't be an Onryo. So that one's gone. Easy peasy. I think another thing that happens, like for example, Oni and like Phantom are also easy relatively to figure out during a hunt. But because I spend so much RAM on listening to the speed and like moving myself around without dying, there's like it's starting to feel impossible to do like everything with just one hunt. Unless you're just like do this every day, all day, and you're just like really, really clean at doing all the things during a hunt. Can you give me a sign? Oh. Spooky. Next to the table in the hallway. What table? What table do ye speak of? I blew out the candle again. Evil lady. Alright, sanity check. So we have been in demon hunting range for several minutes now. No hunt. Seems like demon is going to be very unlikely. It has thrown very, very little stuff, so it... What was that? Was that the thing? The shell? I never heard that sound before. What? It sounded like a wolf crying. Okay, it's just blowing out the candle. This is insane. New sound? What the hell? Yeah, this bone is actually crazy. Yeah, whatever. We should check up, set up for a poltergeist now. Because that's gonna be a possibility. So we're gonna do that. Ghost event. Turned off a light. This light right here. But nothing really. Bonus. What are we talking about? Bone in the table front door. What? What do you mean? What does that mean? No! That's laughing again, isn't it? You missed it again? What are you talking about? In what world does that look like a... Oh, I wonder if I could've... Yo, that might have been tech if I turned off my thing somehow, because I don't think I can do that there. Yeah, because this one was a duplicate, so it didn't override it with the other thing. That actually was what I wanted to get. Going in the basement. You guys are trolling me right now. Whatever. Good stuff. So now we have narrowed it down to to only a few ghosts remaining. We should confirm something like a banshee. How are we gonna do this? You could grab the paramic, but that's very unreliable. So what we are going to do is we're gonna place this motion sensor right there, turn it on, and then we are going to be back here to detect if it's gonna walk on that motion sensor. How is our sanity doing? Or our media doing, sorry. Okay, I think photos is the main one. Alright, so we're gonna be here. If it's a banshee, it will have the ability to roam to our location, which means it would be triggering this motion sensor without doing a ghost event. So it would just walk through it to get to me, which we would notice by the motion sensor going off. So that would be... That's why motion sensors are actually very useful against this ghost. And like the Wraith, you could use it as well. Wraith is different. So with this, Wraith, you have tier 2 motion sensor. You can change the mode, and now it has 2 lasers. So you can see in what direction it travels through the motion sensor. So one really sneaky way, if for some reason you don't have salt, you can figure out the Wraith, is, let's say I know the ghost room is over there, right? The Wraith has the ability to teleport to your location. So it could teleport past the motion sensor, and then... What the fuck? It just broke the lights. That is mere business right there. This is very unfortunate for me because I need it. So there. Okay, well, I didn't see it because I wasn't looking at it. It's just so short. The motion sensor trigger so short. That was kind of like what I meant. If it were to, that's a ghost event. Ghost events allows any ghost to teleport. So that's a very important, like, fundamental bit of knowledge for Phasmo, by the way, that the motion sensor, or that the ghost events will teleport the ghost, and it has nothing to do with any abilities whatsoever. But let's say there was no ghost events, and it would trigger this laser first, and then the one after it. What does that mean? Well, that meant it got past the motion sensor somehow, and then walked back through the motion sensor, which really the only ghost that could do that is like the Wraith. They would teleport on me and then walk back out again, right? So that's kind of tricky. It's kind of a neat little bit of trivia right there. And obviously with the Banshee, you would walk through it, and then it would go to me, and then it would like be here for a second and then walk back out again. So it's not doing that, which makes me think that it's probably not a Banshee, unless... There's the thing, that's the thing with soft evidence. This is like something you can't 100%, like if you don't get it for like 5 minutes, that doesn't mean it could never do it. It might just not be doing it right now. So that makes it sometimes a little tricky to be 100% sure about what ghost you're dealing with. But it seems like it's probably not this one. Now I did just break the light, so its mercs can do that more often than other ghosts. Turned off this thing again. So we should keep that in mind and maybe do some more light switch flicky. Is it over here, by the way? I'm like looking in the sneaky corners or something, like bathtubs, behind doors, maybe. For this boner action. Yeah, no hunts at all, and we're down below 50% sanity for a while now. So it's starting to look more and more like a shade, which would be kind of crazy. Or Mare. Wait a minute, let's confirm exactly what our sanity is, because Mare also would not like the lights being on and would hunt slower. Ah, that could be, because we're at 40% sanity now, which is exactly the Mare's lower hunting range. So it's seeming like it's going to be a Mare or shade right now, purely off of the... It's still blowing our candles over there. Off of the hunting behavior. So now we would actually want to turn off the light in here while still staying in the light ourselves. This would confirm Mare for us, because if it now hunts, then we know it's not a shade. And we would know that it's a Mare instead. Bone in the kitchen. No, I really wonder where this bone is. This is kind of crazy. Because we already checked the basement. I'm checking again just in case. We're gonna see it on the stats. That's nice now. You no longer get like a bone and then you get like... You'll never know where it was. It can't be in hiding spots. We have no hiding spots to begin with. Oh, it's blowing out the candles still. So still no hunts, making me think that it's very likely to be a shade here. Which you can see that a shade doesn't mean you get no ghost events, by the way, because we had a ghost event, right? You can still get that. Oh, I checked this area already. There was none boner here. I think, it hasn't used the crucie, right? Like, just making sure. Yeah, it seems fairly certain that this is gonna be a shade. Because it's still not hunting at 40% or below now at this point. Yeah, let's pull some cards. For funsies. Hopefully I don't die. Tower card, more activity. Let's see. Might not mean anything. Airball. Yeah! There goes our sanity. Now we are in shade hunting range. That is to be expected. Eventually. No Oni. Oh boy. I already have a ghost photo, so this doesn't do anything. He didn't see me. So this is normal speed. Like, it's always good to remember. Boom, boom, boom. Like, with the different textures of the floor, it sounds different, man. Yeah, I definitely know Obake, because it's not shape-shifting whatsoever. Yeah, unless there's some nefarious business going on, I don't see a world in which this is not a shade. This doesn't make any sense. Definitely no Oni because we had that airball. Definitely no Obake because it never shape-shifted. We're gonna just pull more cards. There's no need to go to doubt ourselves right now. It's a fake one. Oh! Come on! Fake High Priestess? Oh, you bitch. I get a real son. Useless. I like that they brought it closer to the camera. Okay, well, there goes all our sanity again. Oh, and now it actually used the crucifix. Okay, wait. So now, I mean, this is the thing where Shade can really mess with you. If you go into the ghost room... Did I get that? Mist form? Ah! Yo, that actually helped me. I didn't get the burn crucifix, but I got the mist form. I was looking around to try and find the mist form, and because it said it on the photo cam, I got to take the picture. Otherwise, I don't think I would have taken it. So yeah, there you go. Very useful. So now we got all those pictures. Still need that audio. Can you give us a sign? Is this candle fucked? Nope, still's there. So you don't expect a shade to be able to hunt while you're in the room. So if it were to use these crucifixes multiple times, like it could by just stepping into the hallway here, but it seems like it would be very unlikely. And especially if it doesn't hunt right now. That'd be really suspicious because we are at fat 0% sanity. Oh. That is a perfect example of why Shade's ability to not hunt in the same room can really mess with you, because you have to understand just how specific this is. It has to be the same room. If it is 1 centimeter with a pinky toe into another room, it can hunt, even if it's right next to you. Let's do a gen test. So that did not tell us anything about Shade, unfortunately, because it wasn't in the same area. Yeah, so no, I already did the hunting audio. Look how good this loop is in Tanglewood. It's so good. So yeah, definitely no Jin. I should... Oh, come on now. Did you really just disappear as I smudged? Oh my god, I wanted to get the repel. I literally said I should smudge and it instantly disappeared. What a piece of shit. The animation fucked me. Alright, what do we got here? I mean, I don't see a reason to stay any longer. It roamed again, by the way. So yeah, changed ghost room. I mean, if this is not a shade, I'll be very surprised. It's just, it acted exactly like a shade, right? No hunting until we were below 35. It hunted pretty quickly after that. And then it did hunt just now, but it wasn't anywhere close to me. So that... it just doesn't make sense. I'm getting out of here. Yeah, it can be so tricky. And then you still, like, it gets progressive. You have to spend much more effort on these missions, and you can still get it wrong as well. But yeah, there you go. Because there's still, because you have to use progressively worse and worse, like, evidence. Because you use all the good stuff first, and then you go, like, down the tier of, like, what you can do. But yeah, there you go. So, still ghost events. 5 ghost events. Now, that's not a lot for, like, 30 minutes. 3, so it went basement, living room, and then hallway. Interesting. Where's the bone? Okay, I'm so glad that we checked this. It was maybe in the blocked closet. Because I think it can spawn in the closet when you don't have any hiding spots. Because it was clearly not the vent that you were talking about. So it was in the entrance. But you can go back in the video. I looked there. I told you, this is why your fucking math teacher tells you to show your work. Because you motherfuckers were telling me to look at the tables. There was no fucking bone at the tables. I can't look in blocked hiding spots. So if that's what you mean, there's nothing I could have done about that. Because the hiding spots are blocked. Anyway, we're not going back to Tanglewood. But we got the ghost. We got the ghost. That's the main important part. I'm doing Willow again. I still need to get used to the Willow looping spots as well. So this is good practice too. Spin the wheel. Yeah, I think the bone spawn on Tanglewood is just a little busted right now. Because of the... I mean, I've said my piece about this in the past. I'm not really a fan of the new hiding spot stuff that they've been doing. Where, like, they've been locking the hiding spots rather than making them, like, just blocked off with stuff. Because I think they actually, like, broke the ghost behavior with that. Because if you've been on this map, like, let's see, do we need photo cam? Video? If you've been on Willow, case 10,500, by the way. Yeah, look at that. If you've been on Willow and you've tried to hide in the hiding spot in the kitchen, Like, I've been really struggling in this one. I got killed here, and I got the ghost to go in there a few times, like during a ghost event. Like, it seems like this hiding spot really sucks. Alright. I'm gonna play it safe. You still got that classic willow glass that you can look through, but the ghost can't. Which is very nice. We've been getting these shy ghosts to start. Like, it's starting to bait. Oh, here we go. Basement again. I should test for Jinn right away. No Jinn? Yo, buddy, is this a... Raichu. I think that's a Raichu. As soon as I turned on my flashlight, it started stomping out of the room, no? So Raichu is also a fast ghost, but not fast by default. It gets faster when it's near electronics. Or it could be, no, Cormos would have detected me, no? Cormos wouldn't have let me walk away. So Cormos just chases you down until you use a smudge stick. It doesn't allow you to escape. Let's see, right? Where do we have cursed possessions? We have the monkey paw. No monkey paw. I'm gonna just break the cursed possession right now and hopefully not die like last time. Okay. Okay, buddy! So let's test for Raichu by being far away. Look at that. Look at how far away. My flashlight is going crazy. I can't even hear the ghost. That's another Raichu ability right there. It was coming up. Where's my cursed possession, bro? I can't find these in this map, man. It's not here. Yeah, so Raichu has several different abilities. Raichu is actually one that has been throwing me off. Like, we got a Raichu wrong with, like, the terrible trio. Oh, the laser. The laser's turned on. There's the bone. Let's pick it up. Oh, you can't get a video of that? Yo, buddy! Crazy ass ghost. Mirror in the gym. Tarot cards at the bar. Let's see. Hello, buddy. I got the tarot cards right here, indeed. That might not actually help me. So yeah, Raichu, fast near electronics, and it also makes your electronic glitch out further away than other ghosts. That's another way to tell. I'm pulling cards. Let's see what we get here. Roulette time. Okay, we get a green. That's completely useless to me right now. Oh, it's hunting. And then we're gonna hide from the ghost. It can't even detect my equipment. And as soon as it gets near it, the bash boosted heartbeat has been fixed. That was in the patch notes. Yeah, that is, oh, here we go. Oh, come on, it was just gonna get close to me and then start speeding up. I just want to see if we can get a high priestess. That would be great. Come on. Turn off the breaker, you fucker. Okay, we're getting nothing at all. Oh, come on, man. Alright, well, at least we get to test this again. Do we need to cleanse this ghost? Alright, let's see here, right? So you can see the ghost is all the way at the back. You can see it near the doors there. And my equipment is still going crazy. But it can be tricky, because this can make it seem like it's a myling or something. Alright, here we go. Watch this. It's not gonna see me. Did you not see me? I didn't mean that literally. Buddy. Oh! Okay, here we go. And then hide. Turn off the flashlight, hide, and... You see that? It gets slow and fast. I need to run down the basement. When my flashlight is on, it goes crazy. And when my flashlight is off, it's slow. I'm out of here. But yeah, that can make it seem like a djinn. That's how we got fooled when we were playing with CJ and Psycho. We thought it was a djinn because it got fast. Like, we were standing over here, and it got fast right when it came in through the door. But it turns out that if you're standing here, and the ghost is there, that's the exact range of the Raichu. So it seemed like it was a djinn because it suddenly got fast when it came into the room and it saw us. But you have to keep in mind that it could also be a Raichu. Yeah, I got all my sanity back. I'm just doing flips here. I'm doing cheesy flips. I just want to see if I can get a High Priestess. I don't think so. One more? One more card. There's some bullshit. Melly and Beefcake, thank you for the subbies, and Omega Dragon as well. So yeah, there you go. Our 10,500th case. A good old Raichu. Very nice ghost. I like the Raichu. Raichu, also, tricky thing about Raichu, it has like very clear behavior, but it's easy to miss, to get fooled, which I think is like, is cool. That if you're paying attention, it's easy, but if you're not paying attention, it's hard, kind of. Because that's why I don't really like the Obambo, for example, because even if you're paying attention, that ghost is like super tricky and annoying, in my opinion. Specifically that one, though. I need to spin again. Dino Craft. So basically, oh, well, you're a little late on that one. That's kind of brutal. Unlucky. So the Raichu does this thing where if you don't have any equipment turned on, it will still get faster during the hunt. Like, you know how ghosts speed up when they're chasing you? The Raichu does this. But it doesn't do it when you have equipment turned on. So that's actually kind of an interesting pattern. Where if you have your equipment turned on, it instantly goes fast, but it doesn't get any faster. And then if you turn off your equipment... So, like, if you're walking around without a flashlight or any electronics, you might think it's a completely normal ghost when it's actually a Raichu. Which means that technically, like, this is a crazy trivia question, is that the Raichu can actually get slower by you turning on the equipment. Because if it has been chasing you the whole hunt, it will be really, really fast. And then if you turn on your flashlight, it would actually get slower because it would set itself to the fast speed. But because it can technically speed up beyond that speed by chasing you, oh god. You would make it slower by turning on your equipment. But it's obviously never gonna happen in a normal game, but it is. That is something for the Phasmo professional quiz. Hey, buddy! You gotta chill. We got Translucent and Shadow Ghost so far. And we have a bone. I didn't even notice. Okay. Sounds fast? Slightly faster. Ah! Bro, the cutoff! What? I thought it saw me. Dude, the double back almost murdered me. Holy shit. I thought it was gonna loop that way around the couch. This tiny ass ghost. I'm telling you, man, the tiny ghosts are crazy. They're scary. Okay, so I think that was slightly faster. Slightly faster. Also, I smudged it at like 52:40 here. Okay, wait, I could just actually do that here. I could do like 52:40. We could use Steam overlay. Don't have to remember. Or 20, sorry, I set the wrong way around. 25. There we go. Okay, Firelight is the last one, but we're gonna play it safe here. We're gonna grab this one, give me that one. Yeah, that was, I think, slightly faster, but it's not like significantly faster. It's one of these. This is like the tricky zone where I want to practice. So this is perfect. But the more ghosts we get of this, the better. Even though it sucks when it happens, it's exactly the stuff I need to practice. So. Ooh. Can't find me. Sneaky. Okay, so it has been exactly a minute. Okay. Wait, is it a Cormos? No. It's twins or some bullshit. Jesus Christ. Okay, so that was just slow compared to last hunt. It was fast. So we're down to literally like 3 ghosts, right? It's Obambo, Mimic, or twins. Very likely Obambo or the twins. So now, how do you distinguish between Obambo and twins? Because they're the same speed, no? Like they act the exact same way. I guess. Oh yeah, the hunt duration. That's a good one. Yeah, so if it is faster, it hunts like 20% less, right? So right on the small map, it would hunt 30 seconds. So it would be shorter than 30 seconds while it is fast. Let's pay attention to this. So next hunt, we expect it to... You fucker! I need these lights. That's not great for me. Oh, it broke that one too? What? I guess it did that during the one ghost of it. Alright, this is not fantastic for me, but I did... Oh, I didn't even get that. Light exploded, though I did that one. Okay, so we want it to be fast again, and then we need to pay attention to the hunt. So we need to flick the light switch. And then as soon as it starts, we're gonna pay attention. We're gonna do this. We're gonna go timer mode. We're gonna go timer. We're gonna add like a 30-minute timer. Start it, pin it, and then we're gonna pay attention to how long this hunt is. I guess you could look at your watch as well, but I think this is easier. I need you to hunt, man! Oh, there we go. 37 seconds. Okay, 29:37. So let's see. I think it is faster. Should we expect it to stop at exactly 7 seconds? So let's flick the light switch, I guess. So in 6 seconds here. So that was earlier! No? That's Obambo. That was less than 30 seconds. Yo, huge tech. Let's go. It stopped at 14, right? Which is 7 seconds earlier than you would expect. Nice. So it is in fact an Obambo. That's crazy strats. But that's the type of shit you gotta do now. Because it's no longer like, oh, it's fast. Oh, now it's slow. Well, it must be the twins. Oh, fuck me. This is not working. I think this broke. Hey, buddy, leave me alone, man. I'm gonna smudge. I'm gonna take a ghost photo, and I'm gonna run. Is this gonna work? I don't think I got the ghost photo, but I lived, hopefully. I didn't get the ghost photo, but I did get the hunting ghost, so that's fine. Alright, get me out of here. So it was fast still. So it changes like every 2 minutes, I think. Something like that. So if you get like a hunt, and then you get another hunt right after, it could be fast twice. Just turn it off, right? Does it still keep going if I do that? No. Alright, let's go. Yeah, it changes every 2 minutes, but that's not every hunt. So if you get like a really consistent back and forth like that, I guess. But I think the hunting test, it's just, I do appreciate that it's no longer like a one and done, right? It's not a one and done, oh, one hunt, I know it's fast, it's this ghost. You have to like, sometimes do multiple hunts in a row to really narrow down all the hunting behaviors, because there's just too many now. Alright, there we go. That was only 7 minutes. That was a fast one. Okay, so let's remember, right? We had one shade, and the rest have all been faster ghosts, right? So it's... I forgot the exact tally, but we've been... Because we had a Raichu as well. Before that. We had the Daldagast. We had a... Obambo just now. We had the Raichu. We had one single shade. We had 2 Obambos. We had the Obambo that killed my ass. Yeah, I remember. Piece of crap. I need to spin, sorry. Wait, did I spin? I think I spun, no? Yeah, I think I already did. I'm not... Oh, I did not? What do we get? Ass! Ass, baby! Give me some ass. Kevin Todd. Cleanse, Crucifix, Motion Tensor. That is perfect. I'm taking this one. Ass is very tricky for me. I struggle with this ghost, so this could be good if we get it. I'm really digging this setup though here. Like I think this looping spot is very useful because you get all this like you have the glass still to observe the ghost. I definitely feel like the eye adaptation kind of breaks when you look through glass. Like, uh-oh, basement again. Normal speed. I'm gonna smudge it at 34.6. There's a boner. Okay, okie dokie dokie. 34.06. I need. Nice. Alright, so it came from the basement. We know it's gonna be down there. And I think this is just probably we could do a normal investigation now, or we do one more hunt to rule out like spirit and stuff. But I ruled out Jin there, which is the sneaky one. I think we ruled out yokai as well. Let's get some salt in there. Yeah, I think this is normal. Salt, let me take these two. We're gonna place it on the basement door, I guess. And then if it speeds up during the hunt, we know it's a Galu. Yokai, because I was turn off the breaker. Well, it's definitely not a gym, but we already knew that, unfortunately. I didn't hear the sound of it turning off, so I'm assuming it's in the basement. Because if I heard... Oh! That's strange behavior right there. That's banshee as fuck right there. Okay, 34.06, and it hunted at 34, like, exactly 35.36. So it was exactly 1.5 minutes. So definitely not a spirit. Oh, it's a dude? That could be Phantom, but it didn't look like a Phantom, though. I guess it's just a coincidence. I don't really want to see it, but... I'm checking if it's a Phantom. Fuck you. Alright, so maybe just change Ghost Room then? But it just walked through the salt, and it didn't change Ghost Speed, so it's not a Galu, and it's definitely not a Wraith. let's rule out all the obvious stuff so we have a nice clean journal here. So Diane, obviously, so Diane and Banshee are gone if it's a man. So it's Kevin. They should add like a little, you know, like the circle with the arrow or like the circle with the plus at the bottom to see if it's a female or a male ghost, because it's confusing. I mean, Kevin, obviously, but like, especially if you're not from like an English-speaking country. I've heard a lot of people that are like from like Eastern European countries, they don't understand like what the gender of a name is, which it's like a very specific thing, right? Anyway, yeah, they should make that clear. Dio is obviously gone, Hantu is gone because it would be slower. Foremost, I don't think it's a phantom. I'm leaving it there. Twins, we would have heard different speed. Raichu, it came close to me and it didn't get faster. Not really. Bro, me, when my experience doesn't line up with the anecdote somebody tells you, you must be wrong, instead of being like, maybe there's other perspectives out there. People have said that this is confusing for them. So, I don't know. If it's not confusing for you, that's good for you, but it is confusing for people. Like, you can't just say no. you can't just say no to that. Anyway, it's confusing to me. And I speak English since I was like fucking 8 years old. Okay. It's not an ass, unfortunately. It's not Daldagas, it's not Moroi. We saw it like a tiny bit, so like there's ghosts that you can like say that they're probably not gonna be it. I heard the footsteps just fine. Like Oni Obake Phantom seems unlikely, but I'm just leaving them on here to not like get myself super confused later. So yeah, we're left with very, very few ghosts now already. And let's grab some more. I think it's sanity pill time now. Yo, Rex, thank you for the 28. I mean, Kevin. I'm not saying Kevin is a confusing name, but there's definitely some confusing names in the mix. I'm crunching. I'm crunching up big time. I'm ODing on like sanity pills right now. Alright, motion sensor. And crucifix for the objectives. Kelly? Wait, Kelly is a... Yeah, I would assume that is... Plus it's like weird to have to just like guess that stuff. Like it should just be clear. There's like lots of unisex names. And in the game there's no unisex names. Alright, let's put this here. I'm gonna put this here. It turned off the breaker again, or did it turn it on now? Nah, turn it off. Alright. Lights on. We have sanity. We need to make sure the lights stay on, or sanity is gonna get wrecked again. I have a... Turn this on too here. There, I was looking for this one. Alright, buddy. Step in the motion sensor. So it didn't actually change Ghost Room, but it did walk upstairs, right? Because it was still just throwing stuff around here just now. And it's still cold in this specific room right here. So we should probably move this one into the middle. And then we should put this like right there. The motion sensor is confusing, man. Is it like hitting the hitbox of... What is it hitting right now? Sometimes it just stays permanently on and then you gotta walk into it to fix it. It's weird. You can see it. It only lights up the side of the motion sensor that the laser is on. It's kind of cool. Alright, buddy. It's blinking lights. No orbs. What? It threw the... There was a thing on the ground here, right? I threw it over there. Object thrown. Now let's bring the motion sensor. Bro, it is making a mess. Interesting. Let's do a quick preemptive pulti-pile over here. In case we get our next hunt. We're gonna have all this stuff right there. It's nice that there's still so much stuff in the kitchen, so you can still do poltergeist. Like before. Dude, this guy is not a Hantu, but it's hating the lights. It's turning off lights all the time. The cold outside. The weather outside is frightful. Very low activity, so our sanity is already down to 60. Interesting. Still haven't gotten the motion sensor. Okay, we need to confirm if it's actually even in this room, because this is kind of strange right now. I'm gonna grab this one, and then if we want to go a little greedy, we would grab this. You would probably want to grab a smudge stick here, though, but I'm gonna be greedy. Yeah, turn off the breaker again. We have salt still, right? Alright, buddy. Let's see, which one is... Excuse me? Shadow Ghost? Shadow Ghost. Easy, so it's definitely not a phantom, because we got multiple things, which is impossible against the phantom. So you're gone. Absolutely farmed. Okay, blew out the candle. That's one. We're gonna place this over here now then. The laser doesn't reach very far. I should take a picture of this. It stepped on the motion sensor finally. Can you give me a sign? How's our sanity doing? We are... we already got this. Don't take it again. Don't get fooled. That was a shadow again, right? How about there? See, I think the motion sensor is just kind of bugged. Oh, no, never mind. That was... Maybe the ghost was standing there right as I placed it. Yes, dude. Well. Did you see that? It threw those so many things. It threw both of the pictures and like 2 cat toys went flying across the screen. That's crazy. Plus you can see. Oh, it's gone now, but you could have detected with the EMF. Oh. Hey, buddy! That's not very nice of you. Ghost. It literally said ghost. Does that mean it's a ghost or is that not a ghost? What do you think the game is gonna say? Okay, the game is gonna agree. Sometimes it doesn't, though. I'm scared. Or you can hear. Yeah, dude, I love the poltergeist, man. I really, like, I know we said this before, and I really hope they're gonna do this, man. I hope they're gonna add more stuff like the poltergeist, because it goes to show, man. That was 12 minutes, 13 minutes of being, like, actively interacting with the ghosts, and that could have easily been missed. If you weren't here or you didn't have a camera, like, you would have not been able to see that. And I really like those abilities that are, like, more obvious, but they don't happen very often. They lead to, like, variety between the hunts that you're doing. So, like, you're not gonna get that from every poltergeist, but sometimes you get, like, a poltergeist that is just insane, and then you get it all the time, and it's just fun. So yeah, I definitely wish that they would do something with, like, other ghosts. And you can see here as well, by the way, this is another way that you can tell. So it did it again just now. This 0 to 10 spike just doesn't happen unless it's a hunt. This is like Poltergeist 101 right here. These huge increases, because it's stacking all the EMF levels of all the separate items that it threw. So it basically goes completely out of bounds. Awesome. So yeah, Poltergeist special right there. Yeah, if you see these weird spikes, you know. But obviously we saw it there. Very cool. I like the poltergeist. One of my favorite ghosts. I think one of the coolest ghosts in the game. Just like, very, I think that's what I'm really missing with these new ghosts. I mean, I know it's also because like a poltergeist is like a German ghost. Like it's a ghost that I know from like real life. Like it's a ghost. If you said there's a poltergeist in the house before I ever played Phasmo, I would know what you mean. If you would tell me there's an ass in my house, I'd be looking at you very strange. I wouldn't know what the fuck that is. There's a lot of ghosts in here that I'd never heard about before Phasmo. Anyway. What do we get? Banshee! I forgot about that. Right, Robert Holland. Firelight, sound recorder, and photo cam. We're gonna try the sound recorder. It's a really nice map. I really like this map. For both hunting and normal experience, I really like the basement improvements. I think it's such a good map. It's a really nice one to just go on over and over again. All right, buddy. Let's try it over here. Let's do something different. Let's try and be here. Oh, something. Well, maybe not then. Basement. It's in the living room, actually. Sounds normal. Definitely not a phantom. Wait, is it a yokai? Wait, it might be a yokai. It just left immediately after I broke line of sight. Wait a minute. It stayed in that room. It's in the entrance room here. Now we got the audio. Can we get another one? Oh, here we go. Okay, buddy. Whatever that means. I didn't smudge it or anything, so it should hunt very soon here. Gotta make some coffee. Smoking up a storm. Alright, buddy. Yeah, I wonder if we could have the bone in there. He would. Oh. Alright, let's see. It saw me. Then we're gonna sit over here. Ah! You see this? It's walking back and forth over there, but it doesn't know. It walked in and then it walked back out again. It's stupid. That's yokai right there. I mean, this doesn't always happen. You don't always get a perfect example like this. It's very sneaky sometimes. But there you go. That's perfect. That's perfect yokai behavior. Now, yokai has a lot more like the early hunting when you are talking next to it as well. But obviously you're not going to see that. So that's another ghost you can figure out during hunt. Add it to the list if anybody's still keeping track. Which last ghost was a poltergeist, which I guess you could say technically is also a ghost you could figure out during the hunt, but we did it outside of the hunt, so I'm not going to count that one, I guess. But you could say. Because it's also a ghost that throws a lot more during a hunt.
Welcome back.
So far we made a mistake on the one I died, but besides that, we've been relatively consistent. There was that one shade that really took a long time. All right, let's do a little Edgefield. Let's throw in a new map, or a different map, not a new map.
All right, we're here.
And let's spin.
Take a look at the equipment and prepare accordingly before starting the investigation.
Dying.
There's been no reports of
That's
violence or strikes.
one of the more easier ghosts that's been added. Jim. Jim. Jim with a video. Jimmy John. Ooh, it's Edgefield though. Wait a minute. We could do business here. We could get that motion sensor easy as well. And salt. Because it's all so close together here. And then even some crucifix. I think that's all we need, really. Okay, boom. Oh, I gotta be careful here, actually. Uh-oh. I'm gonna throw that thing and take a little warning here and then run. Uh-oh. They walked through the salt. It's much of like 5330s. I didn't really see it. It's through a door. It touched the door and then immediately touched an item. Interesting. Yeah, we need to. Wow, it's not gonna show up here, is it? I don't know what the fuck. Anyway, we should quickly. Was it 53, 4, 30 or 40, something like that. Okay. Yeah, we didn't get that video, but I did get the audio, and I need to grab another one of these. So it hunts from upstairs. So there you saw that as soon as I turned on my equipment, it instantly walked towards me. It did also blow out the candle. So that might have been the first candle blow out. We're gonna move some upstairs here. Gotta be careful though. Turn this off. I don't need it. Oh. Did it just turn on the light? Aha! Not a mare. Very useful. Yo, buddy! That is like exact. It's like either demon or just exact 1 minute and 30 seconds. But you blew out the candle as well. Big time hater. Alright, we're gonna have to do some more stuff to her. Oh, it's behind over here. There we go. Can you give us a sign, buddy? See, it turned on the light over there. We need to rule out mirror. That's a sneaky one that we gotta remember. And then I think it's just loop time again. So not a spirit either, because it did just try to hunt within 3 minutes. Wait a minute. Is it Ure? This might be a Ure, because I didn't hear the shake. I think it's a Ure. Oh, fuck. Missed one. Yeah, it's your. Wait. Maybe not, because I did hear the shake there, but that sounded so specific, no? Wait a minute. Wait a damn minute. Alright, we're gonna have to test. But I thought people said it was something during the hunt, but. Or, I don't know. It sounded like it did a really specific sound on the locker or the closet doors there, but we're gonna have to see it with our own eyes instead of just hearing it. Fuck. Did I already get all the audio? I did. Okay, so I don't need to worry about that no more. And it didn't just hunt, right? That was the third candle blowout, I think, so it's not an on-Rio. Let's check for Orbeez. Wait, did I not open these? I guess it... Wait, what? Maybe I just didn't. Alright, can you give me a sign? I want you to touch a door. Come on. It turned on the candle. That is definitely not an on-Rio. Buddy. Okay, now I'm not convinced anymore. Because that was a really slow open. But it did fully open it, though. Huh. If this is still Yurei, then it's definitely not very easy. I was trying to get that video, but I didn't. There's a lot of mist form right now. Suspicious. I did get... I missed the mist form photo. Oh, I just got the mist form video. Never mind. It had priority... You see the... Wait, how? It prioritized the mist form over the firelight. I guess I somehow took the right angle. Anyway, nice. Okay, it's blowing out candles. And it's not hunting. It actually could be a shade. Are the only non-hunting ghosts that we get today gonna be shades? Because wait, actually? It borderline has to be a shade, no? Also, mist form doesn't count as this, but I guess that makes sense. Because we have been at 0 sanity the whole time. And has not been hunting. For a while now. Can I get that? Interaction. Very nice. Uh-oh. Ah! What was that? What was the double stomp? Dude, that better be... Okay, it was a ghost phone. It hunted in a different room. Oh yeah, it has been blowing out the candles. Very true, very true. I guess these doors just make that sound, huh? Yeah, that sound, I guess it's just... That's why I thought it was a... Sorry, I don't know if it's a Yurei. Alright, sneaky business. So, was that faster, or is it just like that slight glitch in the footstep sounds? Like, there seems to be some kind of... thing where... it just like sounds slower or sounds faster for some reason. Because it did a double step. Like, when it left the room, it did 2 steps really quickly. Okay, video we still need. Let's see, right? I want this one, and I want to confirm where this ghost is. I think it's time for this though. Let's quickly take our pills. Take your meds. All of them. No, don't do that. That's bad for you. Crunch. It started in here. You're fucking with me, man. It's touching a lot of doors. If this is the new Yurei, then Yurei is still hard. Because they tried to make it easier, but... Okay. We just need the video. That's all fine. We already got the candle. We know it's not an on-Rio. Definitely know it's not a Phantom. And obviously we know it's none of the speed ghosts, right? As long as that wasn't like a speed thing. It was just a weird sound glitch. Okay. Can you give me a sign? Step in the salt, please. Talk to me. I think it's in the hallway now, but I don't really want to leave because if I leave and it's gonna step in the salt, I'm gonna miss it. I guess we can always get more salt. 2 degrees. Okay. There we go, of course. Of course, as soon as I walk away. You absolute penis. Can you step in that one? Light extinguished. Wait, are we done? I need to get a ghost video. Sucks that this one doesn't count. I guess it doesn't matter which one we get rid of. Oh, well, there we go. Can I? He's behind the computer. He's playing on the computer. Wait, excuse me. What are you doing on computer? Go outside, so beautiful. Oh, we did the thing. Shadow Ghost. He's playing games, dude. He's playing Phasmophobia, this guy. Alright, photo. Oh, yeah, I don't even need that anymore. He's deleting his search history. It's the last thing he wants to do. Bone. I'm looking for bone. Yeah, this ghost is tricky. I like it. We got a bunch. Yo! What? What are you hiding in here? You freak? Coming out of the door, jump scare? He was pooping. He died pooping. This one's... My sanity has gotten destroyed. So fast. Wait. Wait, I got the bone? Why didn't I take a picture if I got the bone? Wait. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, let's see if this works. What is the chance it comes into this tiny room, right? Don't you dare. We're at the board. Okay. We lived! Alright, we're done with that one. Okay, everything completed. I should not be running around without a smudge stick. That is not a good idea. Yo, Sayonara, thank you for the 4 years! Fuck was that noise? Oh, you. It blew out the candle over there. I think it's still just in the hallway. Did they say in the patch notes exactly what they did with the Yuri? Because I don't. It doesn't seem like anything is different, but it might just not be a Yuri. Yeah, it's still 2 degrees here. I think it's just in this room. Okay, buddy. Alright, in terms of behavior, we should just rule out the ghosts and then go one by one. Because it's nothing obvious. So let's rule out all the obvious ones. We can't be a Banshee or Dyna because it's a bald-ass man. Oswong, Dalagast, Dio. Demon seems unlikely. Galu, Hantu, Kormos. Didn't turn off the breaker, right? Moroi, Obambo, Revenante, Wraith, Raichu. Shade should be impossible because it blew out candles and used crucifixes while we were around. Well, it definitely blew out a bunch of candles while we were in the same room. Twins. Mimic seems unlikely. Alright, so then we're down to these guys. So it could be Goria or Yurei business, which is annoying. What is this? It just... Oh, is it because there's 2 light switches in this room? Wait. Why did the light flicker leave 2 EMF signals? I don't understand. Well then. Definitely hunting while I'm in the room. Okay, I mean, all the doors that it touches are fully closed or fully opened, right? Like, this feels like the old Yurei. So if this is the Yurei, then nothing has changed in my book. Like, not like the old Yurei from, like, a year ago. This feels like when they changed the... Wait, that one was kind of like here. I really dislike the Yurei. I think they made it like way more tricky. Yeah, my sanity is fucked up, by the way. Yeah, there's nothing we can do anymore with that. Because the whole smudge and not leaving the room thing is completely useless. So that might as well not exist. Yeah, it's definitely not an Oni. Alright, well, I mean, clearly it can hunt while I'm in the room. So let's drop this on the floor here, and we're doing like Jin tests real quick. Jin miling. Yeah, they made it so much harder. And it's only because of the momentum. The door momentum makes it, like, insanely difficult now. Okay, so we're ruling out these 2. We can rule out Obake. We should rule out Poltergeist at the same time, actually. Oh, well, never mind, I guess. There's, like, so many Neo-Ghosts, you're right. Can you get downstairs, please? Buddy? Wait, it is a Jin! After all we've been through? Wait. Really? It's just a Jin? That would explain my sanity, I guess. Wow. After all this pain and suffering, we just have a Jin. Yeah, Jin is one of the trickier ones, because I like the ghost where there is no speed ability unless you do something. Like the Jin and the Raichu, right? I think they're more like indicative of like the investigation game loop, where you're like investigating, so you're doing something to provoke a certain behavior, rather than it like just every ghost being fast or slow all the time. So yeah. We're gonna do it again. I mean, clearly, did I have to? I didn't so much it, right? I just ran away. So, it should be able to hunt right now. I could also just break the board, I guess. Here we go. I didn't get the bone. Smudgy? As soon as it comes into the room, right, it goes stomp, 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 stomp. And that would explain the double stomp. The one single time we had the double stomp here, right? You can see how close we were to the ghost. Like, even at that range, there was a slight difference in speed, which made the double stomp show up. So I did pick up the bone, but I just never took a picture of it. That's stupid. It's fine, though. We got the other pictures. Oh, you're still hunting. That's very confusing. He's still going. Thank you. Alrighty, so yeah, Jin is only fast when it's at a certain distance of you. So if you're just like right next to it, it's not gonna matter. Get out of here. I straight up don't remember picking up the bone, but that's my bad, I guess. We got everything though. Yeah, the cursed hunts take 20 seconds longer. It's...
Welcome back.
There we go.
Some jobs for you.
Did we? We did not get the bone. You lied to me. All right, whatever. It was probably in the basement or something. Where was it? It was in the basement. I hadn't checked the basement yet. I would have checked it if people didn't tell me I already had the bone. But you trolled me. Anyway, 4,000 by the way. We have been leveling up like quite fast, especially this late. It takes a lot longer. So yeah, Jinn can be tricky. It just requires you to do a very specific thing during the hunt. Let's do Nell's Diner. We haven't done Nell's Diner in a little while. I don't go over very often.
Alright, we're here. Take a look at the equipment and prepare a
Are we still not winning? This is kind of crazy, bro. Smiling.
Got a report that suggests the
Dave. Oh, I thought that was a blood moon for a second, but this is the sign that looks red. So, we've only... I mean, the thing with this game is that if you go into it with a patient mindset, you're much more likely to actually complete a round properly. Like, if every run you have like 30 minutes and you want to spend 30 minutes, you might still get some wrong, but it's much less likely. It's really when you try to be like a little... Nice! Immediate airball. When you get impatient is when things start going wrong. Yeah, this is Nell's Diner. We haven't been here in a little while.
Let's follow the path off Dusty's trail, oh Dusty's trail, Dusty's trail. A stage and a wagon a heading west, part of a wagon train lost from the rest. Dusty's the reason for their
What? It's close to thing.
to Dusty, nothing's right.
That looks really weird.
Oh, the going gets mighty rough, but they don't seem to mind. It's California, eh? That's the place they must find.
No hunts is interesting. No hunt and instant airball is like pointing in Shade's direction.
They just can't fail on Dusty's trail.
Another airball with no hunts? Suspicious, my friend.
Dusty's trail, Dusty's trail, a stage and a wagon ahead.
And west. I love the little song added. Yeah, this is Nell's Diner map. Was added a few months ago. Alright, we grab this guy. And you, I guess. 10-hour version of Dusty's Trail.
It's California, eh? That's the place they must find. Deserts and rocks are in their way, but they won't stop, come what may. Mountains and hills that they must scale, but they know they'll make it, cause they just can't fail on Dusty's trail. Let's follow the...
I'm gonna go insane. Alright, buddy. Hunt me! This might actually be Shade. Straight up. Like, how long have you been here? I knew something was wrong with that. What the fuck? Oh shit! Oh, almost farmed. Almost. It's another shadow ghost, by the way. Okay, and now you use that. Wait, now you're gonna troll me, bro. Are you really not a Shade? What? Yo, Tiju. What's up? Thank you, thank you. That's weird. That is strange. Unless it walked away for some reason. What? What the fuck was that? What was that noise that just came out of the thing? What? Was that the old oh god. Buddy! It's fast as fuck, bro! I gotta run. Wait, is this a gin again? Gin again! Another gin, double gin in a row? This is also like what I really like about this game though. I think the reason that the ghosts are not consistent in behavior is actually, like they lean in certain directions if they are a specific ghost, but you can have entirely different ghosts lean in the same direction as a ghost that has specific behavior. Like here, for example, so the shade is much less likely to hunt, so we didn't get many hunts, and it's much more likely to do shadow and airball and translucent ghost events. So that made me think that this was a shade because it was spamming, it was doing all that behavior, but then it just ends up being a jinn. Very interesting. We did do a lot of media as well. We got shadow ghost, burn, crucifix, burns, interaction, hunting ghost. We got all the media or all the audio right there. So yeah, so the big difference there between Raichu and the Jinn is that it was fast when it wasn't next. Like, I turned on my electronics and it was in range. It didn't get fast. It only got fast once it saw me. Once it saw me in the kitchen is when it got really fast. Okay. That's double Jinn. Double Jinsy. Smoke it up. So yeah, the behavior can lead you in wrong directions sometimes. There you go. Still got 3. That was only 5 minutes. 5 minutes in Nell's Diner. Not too shabby. We haven't done Ridgeview yet. Let's do Ridgeview. And it is kind of it's been a bit of a believer drought. We get the mayor as our option now. Michelle Clark. Sound recorder, paramic, and photo. Start with the sound recorder. Is it foggy? Ooh, it's sunrise. Yo, sunrise so nice now? I mean, it was already nice, but... with the additional... looks bright. Everything just looks brighter now. Alright, be careful, gamers, because we're gonna get hunted. Base. There's a boner. I'm stepping outside. I'm going farming mode. We can grab photo cam, video cam, and another smudge. No, the sun is rising there. It's just nice glowy everywhere. Bone. Uh-oh. Basement or upstairs? I think upstairs. I should not be doing this! I locked myself in an animation so I couldn't toggle to the smudge stick. That was fucking brutal, bro. I was trying to use the smudge stick, but because I took a photo, I was locked out of using the smudge stick. Okay, we saved ourselves. Holy shit, I just saved those 30 minutes by playing like an absolute idiot. Nice! That's the worst possible ghost on no evidence. There's no behavior on this one except that it doesn't change ghost room, which obviously a ghost not changing ghost room doesn't mean it. You instantly know that it's a Goryo. So that genuinely saved us 30 minutes. Let's try again though. That map doesn't count. Was that finally still not a believer win? Are you kidding me, man?
Take a look at the equipment and prepare
Was that not on there? Goryo is still here. What the fuck? So that Goryo and Shade have really been our only two sneaky ghosts. Goryo, Shade. We had a poltergeist, but the poltergeist was not too bad. That was like a pretty fast poltergeist. Man. Just goes to show that knowing the hunting behavior is like... It works in like 70% of games now. Like they made it even more common. Alright, cleanse. This is actually beautiful objectives. Victoria Violet, thank you for the 13. So yeah. What I was trying to do there is get the ghost photo, video, and audio all in one hunt, which I would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for the meddling of the fucking developers making it so that you can't rotate your inventory when you take a photo. They specifically did that to fuck with me. These meddling developers. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy! Chill the fuck out! Did I get a single ghost photo? Are you kidding me? What the fuck, man? I literally just spammed and I still didn't get it. Okay, this is crazy. I didn't really get to pay attention to anything besides just trying to stay the fuck alive right there. Okay, so that was clearly a fast ghost, and it still got faster during a hunt as well, right? So I'm thinking Moroi immediately. If your ghost is fast and it gets faster, it's usually Moroi. So we're gonna... I think what we're gonna do right away is take 2 sanity pills during the next hunt to test for Moroi. So we're gonna pick 2 of these. We're gonna get another smudge stick. Okay, we did smudge it. Joe Howling, thank you for the 25 gifties. Holy shit. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate. Okay, wait, we could also just put these in here. I think that's better. Play it safe. I want to get a ghost photo. Thank you, Howling. Thank you. Alright, buddy, where you at? You down here? Hello? Can you levitate something? Can you throw an item? Can you give... Interaction, you saw that? When it levitates an item, it's an interaction. And you can actually see it live there. That's cool. Because it shows up on the camera now. Alright. Interact. So you see the first part, when it lifts... Ah! Let's go crazy. Okay, never mind. I made a great mistake! I can't grab this because I can't look all the way down anymore in this game. Are you kidding me? I can't pick it up without getting out of my hiding spot. That's so fucking annoying. I can't. It's impossible to get them. Are you kidding me? Alright, well, I guess we're trying that again. Let's put them out here then. There we go. Those I can get. I did not know that that was a thing. That's the first time I've encountered that as an issue. Ooh, turn on a little light. Look at that. Can you give me a sign? Alright, whatever. We just do... I wish to see the ghost. Holy ghost. Big stomps. That's pretty obvious. Oh, shit, man. It's actually interesting because it does feel like you can see a little bit better when you wish to see the ghost now because of the new, like, look how much brighter things are in the dark now. That's so crazy compared to how it used to be. You can actually walk around. So yeah, it got way slower after I used the smudge sticks because it's a Moroi. So yeah, there you go. Moroi. The big two things for Moroi is fast, but it can be confusing if it's like a Thay or a Moroi. So then if you have sanity pills, take the sanity pills. If it slows down during a hunt, boom, you know. And then the other one is if it gets faster during a hunt. So if it speeds up, if it's already fast and it still speeds up anyway during the hunt, you know it's a Moroi. And then the last thing is that if you use a smudge stick, it will last 7 seconds instead of 5 seconds against a Moroi. So if you have like a timer, like if you start the Steam overlay timer or something, you can also, I was opening the Steam overlay, but it took forever. You can also figure it out that way. So yeah, it's can be a little tricky, but it's usually okay, especially if you have sanity pills. So there you go. That was every small map except Grafton. I mean, we can do Grafton. Grafton is definitely still the darkest map, so not my favorite. Still no believer in this is unbelievable, you might say. Obambo, we've had several of these. Let's see it. Alright, Harold Taylor. We got Cleanse, Escape, and Photo. Cleanse and Escape is easy peasy. Photo, we'll just try. It's nice and rainy. It's not actually that great on this map because the rooms will be... It will be much louder in here. Because of the rain. What the fuck? Oh! Did you hear that? The ghost just meowed. Alright, we're just gonna listen first. Wait, it's another Jinn? Wait, what? Bro, how many damn Jinns, man? Uh-oh. I think that was just another Jinn. I'm leaving, man. Fuck these Jinns. It might be a mimic, but whatever. That's like 3 Jinns. And the Dalek gas is supposed to be more common. I did get the ghost photo. Which means... Oh, I got escape and cleanse just easy. Unless I did that way too fast. Yeah, it's just another Jinn. I don't know, man. I mean, it's easy to recognize a ghost if you get it like 3 times in like 2 hours. Alright, so that's every single small map for real this time. So we go back to Willow. It's still not a believer in, are you kidding me? Oh my god, it's still... It's crazy, man. The doubters are feasting today. Alright, Willow, here we go. The doubters have been swimming in cash today. Sound recorder? You got it. Are you ready? No music. Music box is over there. Normal speed. Okay, definitely not a yokai because it turned around instantly as soon as I turned on my flashlight. Bro, that shit is glitching like crazy in my inventory. What the hell? Okay. Turn on the light. And it turned off a light. Pretty sure just... I just heard a light switch, so it must have turned on the light, so it's not a mare. Okay, wait a minute. It's over there. Is this twins? No. Should grab a photo cam and a video cam just to get more use out of the hunt that happens now. Goryo? I mean, we dodged the Goryo by accident. That was great. But hopefully not another one. Two and three. Holy speed. You can see the eye adaptation. Turn off the breaker. Not a mare. Wait! I almost locked the door open. Did you see that? It tried to close it and it got stuck on the smudge. Wait, we have to try this. Come on out of the basement. Orbs! Wait a minute. Gamers, your prayers have been answered. I think, did I not just see orbs? Holy shit. We did it. It's a damn mimic. The believers, you did it. Okay, wait, we actually have to test this though. This could be, I assume it's just gonna be impossible. Because, like, even if you can get through the door, there's an invisible wall, right? So it wouldn't work. But you can... This is... You didn't hear this from me, but you can be a massive griefer in this game. With items. Because items will block doors. So, you heard... This is Psychotech. Psycho taught me this. So let's say that you want to keep somebody from opening this door. You can drop it... Well, let's place another one right here real quick. So we place it right there, and then... Okay, let's see. And then I'm gonna show you on the other door. Actually, what if we double up on the... Wait. We do the tripod and another paramic to just try and block this door as much as possible. Let's see. Okay, I don't know how this is gonna work, but we'll see. So, items that are on the ground, equipment, will have collision with doors, which means that if you place them, a player cannot open a door. So you can literally block somebody from escaping, which is insanely toxic. But, yeah, that's why you didn't hear it from me. So now let's see what happens if you close this door. I'm very curious. It probably just goes through it. It just like forces it closed. Turn on the sink. Turn the dirty water in the bathtub. Do it. This is the new Willow. Yeah, I just want to be here at the door. It should be able to hunt. I didn't smudge it or anything. Oh, buddy. It might be... What if it's a shade now? Imagine. Stupid ass mimic shade. Please close the door. Now, this is not the grief I'm talking about. What I'm talking about griefing is if you, like, lock somebody in with items. That's what Psycho did to us. Oh. Ah, it cheats. It got stuck, though. It just locks the... Ah! It got stuck, but then it forces it close. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, whatever. But, like, let's say... Oh, God. Like, let's say you don't want somebody to escape, you could do this. You could drop all your items here. Like this. And then if you try to open this door, it's gonna get stuck on it, right? It's so fucking annoying. I don't know why they made it that way. That's so toxic. You gotta just keep pulling until it opens. Like, imagine these doors opened outwards. You could literally just block somebody forever. Wait, but items still throw... No. Uh-oh. Bro, this guy hates me. Hey, buddy. I probably gotta run here. No, Psycho tried it on CJ, so... I just wonder where you could do this, because like, all the doors... Is there like a door... No, I don't think so. I mean, you could troll by doing this, right? You could drop... You could do this one. Because you can't be on this other side and block the door. Unless you can drop the tripod through the door somehow. Wait a minute. Oh my god, that's way more toxic. Oh, wait. Wait, no, it didn't work. What the fuck? Why did... Is this floor too slippery or something? Wait. Oh, it blocks... What? Wait, that was kind of crazy. Why can't the door fucking open? There we go. We're closed. Bro, this door is actually fully fucking stuck. Wait, what if I grab more... more tripods? Wait a minute. This is tech. This is like toxic tech. I mean, you can just pick it up, right? To fix it. But you have to know what's happening. In the heat of the moment, you might not recognize. Uh-oh. Hello, buddy. What the fuck? Okay, that one just opens, but this one gets locked. Interesting. What? This... Do I have to, like, go like this? No, because then it just doesn't glitch through it. It's only, like... Can you chill? I'm busy. It's only, like, when you're in the middle that it does this. Ah! It blocked a little bit, but then it doesn't do it anymore. Fucking stupid. And imagine now the ghost spawns in this room. Yeah. I mean, it gets stuck really well though. Like, I'm trying to open it now. It doesn't... It's just fully fucking stuck. But this, it can't open... It can't be locked both ways, it seems. But yeah, you could be the most hated player of all time. That is so fucked up. Anyway, get me out of here. Open the door! We're giving the ghosts a taste of their own medicine. So yeah. It's like, I remember when Psycho, like when tripods first got collision, he tried to kill me with the tripods. I think he actually did kill me with the tripods. Wait, sorry. Oh, it's a mimic. I got so confused. I was so busy with the tripods, I forgot. But now it's even worse because now the doors have collision too. So they can literally just screw people over. There you go. It's stuck, but you can see it's a mimic.
Welcome back.
We did it, gamers. The believers finally win. Now we gotta reset. Watch this. First spin, first win. It's happening. Raichu. Okay. And let's do it. So, we died against the Goryo, we died against an Obambo, but if we have, like, the only 2 times we got it wrong is when we died, right? We haven't made, like, a silly mistake yet, so I'm kind of glad about that one. We're going Tanglewood. We haven't done much Tanglewood. So, yeah, we,
Alright,
It's just, you need to make sure to pay close attention. It's weird though, because I've done like nightmare mode and gotten it wrong since the new updates, but it's just
Possibly harmless, but be careful out there.
because you got to remember every ghost. Photo of the ghost. And not jump to conclusions too fast. Like do multiple hunts to test to make sure that you got it correct. It just, it's in there. It did a sound in there. Fuck. Don't you dare! Not hunting. Definitely not a gin. Okay, here we go. Not a Miley. Not a Raichu. Not a Jin. Not a yokai? Probably. The ghost is literally on that picture. That better count. Okay, there we go. So yeah, not a yokai. Well, so that's the one we should probably double check because yokai is a little tricky, but Shadow. Nice. I did it. Not a phantom. Oh, let's quickly. We're only ruling out like the. Fuck. No! Insanely rude. So we know not a Moroi, Revenant, a Phantom because we took the picture, Diane, Stalagas, Dio, Hantu, Pormo, Smiling, Raichu. It's throwing a lot of stuff right now. Twins. Can you shut up? Jesus Christ, man. That's fucked up. What a jump scare. Okay, okay, this is fine. Probably not an Oni, right? We should check for pull-through. I already did that one. Whatever. Yeah, it instantly turned around. Okay, we're doing not a poltergeist, not an Oni, right? Easy. Seems like normal blinking to me. Oh god. Not Obake. Not an Oni, not a poltergeist, not Obake. Ah, I think it's build time. Or maybe, I guess, salt. We could, no, we can figure out Galu outside of the hunt. Shush. Alright. Okie dokie then. Yeah, with that, we are left with these guys. I mean, that's a lot of ghosts. So then we go back to 80%. crunch on this one. Some weird spikes going on here. I'm not sure. What the hell? We need a paramic. Crunch, crunch. Hearing helper 2000. So now we are... Fuck you, man. My sanity. Wait, let's check if... Well, it doesn't... Was that a singing ghost event? I think it was. No, it was like a humming ghost event. I'm not sure if that counts. That was... not enough, maybe? I don't know. Whatever. I was testing if it was a Banshee or not, because Banshee would drain 15% sanity, and we were at 80, right? So we didn't lose 15. So if that was a singing ghost event, then... But regardless. Let's pick up this one, this one. We didn't smudge it. So... I mean, it shouldn't be able to hunt right now, unless it's a demon. Raichu heartbeat was just... It's just bugged. It was really loud when it was hunting, but it's been fixed, so it doesn't matter anymore. It is gone. First blowout. All right, Orbeez. Insta mimic? No. Unfortunate. Probably no mimic. We don't have salt. We should get some salt. We can rule out Galu and Wraith. Both of them. We should bring this into the ghost room, because the ghost can interact with it. Salt, and then I don't really care. I guess motion sensor. Newbie, thank you for the 16. Alright, buddy. Oh, I've had it only once, I think. Maybe twice when it was still outside. It's really rare. Because it has to be like in a room that's next to outside, you know? Unless you bring it into every ghost room, then you will hear it pretty often. Okay, that is second blowout. Door touch. Wait, I accidentally placed double? What happened? What? I think I glitched it somehow. Can you step in my salt? It's so bad at those. The fuck? That's the third blowout. And it did not do a thing. Wait. You piece of shit. You piece of shit. You fucker. Why can't I get a recording of the broken light? What the fuck? Busted ass game. Annoying. It's not on Rio. My light is gone. There you go, gnome, sweet gnome. Home sweet home, probably. not gnome, sweet gnome. Maybe. I thought it said. I don't know. I think that's what it said. It still hasn't stepped in the salt. Holy fuck! Buddy. Wait, is it actually a wraith? Ah! It just beeped on the motion sensor with no footsteps. I think it's a wraith. I already did Thor, I think. I got a duplicate translucent ghost, my bad. Right? I mean, I just stepped on the motion sensor, and I did not... There's no footsteps. So unless this is... some witch... There you go! Motion sensed. It literally said motion sensed on the thing, so I'm out of here. You're a damn wraith, bro. Alright. Also something you could do during a hunt, but something I usually do outside of a hunt. At least when I'm doing no evidence. Very nice. We did 2 objectives. Paramike always annoying. And we got a little bit of media too. Not too bad. No wraith on the thing.
Welcome back.
Unfortunate.
This job's ready for you.
There you go. Wraith. Another ghost that we figured out outside of a hunt. Let's go to... Let's do Nell's Diner again. We're doing some spicy maps.
We've arrived. Check the equipment and get set up before investigating.
Dio, dude, we haven't had a Dio today. It's been actually a really good session for what I wanted to practice, which is like the more sneakier ghosts. Because we haven't had many like Revenants, Dios. We had some Morois, we had some Raichus, like some Jins. Like there's a lot of ghosts that are obvious. We have like 2 Obombos though, which is the sneaky ones. Like we had a Daldagast, which is not very sneaky but cool. All right, photo of the ghost. Check. And a lot, yeah, 3 different gens, I think. This one opens. I knocked against my controller and accidentally took a picture. You fucking piece of shit. I take no responsibility for my desk being an absolute mess. Whoopsie. This is life. Oh. Smiling? Slightly slower, I think. Can you fucking be on the picture? Oh, I already did it. My bad. Rude. I could have stopped after the second picture, but I took 3 more photos. My bad. That was slow, so we're gonna do another hunt. Because now this is another good one. Okay, the slow ones, where it's like slightly slower, are the ones that give me personally the most trouble. Now, at first I thought it was a miling because I couldn't hear the footsteps, but it was just really far away. Oh. It did get faster over time, right? Let's do a test on that. This is just too slow for Obama, no? Okay, so it is getting faster. Interesting. Interesting. Alright, let's step outside. So it's getting faster. Obambo still gets faster, right? So it's not like a Hantu or something, like a Hantu with the breaker being on. We could just rule out like almost every single ghost. It didn't get fast like really quickly, so I don't think it's that one. Galu would just be normal speed. Kormos would obviously be fast. Moro would be fast. Obumbo is possible. Raichu would be fast. Revenant would be fast when it saw me. They would be fast right now. Right? So it's literally just if you get a slower ghost and it speeds up, you know it's an Obambo or the twins. So now the question is gonna be, it's probably twins, because we had 2 slow ghosts. And I think we're gonna time the hunt again. So let's open up our timer. Did you hear that fucking sound? That was in the game. No, I don't think that was in real life. I think that was in the game. It was a weird meow noise. The fuck? Alright, 30 minutes. Pin it. I was not even in the map. What was that? Mosquito? Alright, we need smudge. Whatever this. I don't really care. Strange. Beep, beep. Okay, so we're gonna test how long the hunts are. That's why the timer's on the screen right now. So we're gonna flick the light switches until it hunts, and then we're gonna remember when it started hunting. And then if it is a normal ghost, it should take 30 seconds. If it is an Obambo, it should take like 24 seconds. Something like that. But I need you to hunt. But I did smudge it, so it might be a little bit. Oh, there we go. It was at around 50. A little above 50, like 51. So then it should stop hunting at 21. It's slow. Never mind, it's slow. So it should just... Because the slow ghost doesn't have shorter hunts. So never mind. This just seems like it has to be twins, though. If it was an Obambo, it would be more regularly switching between the 2 behaviors, right? What is the chance of us getting 3 slow hunts in a row? That seems like borderline impossible. I don't think... Is Ass really this slow? I mean, this would be a huge lesson for me. If this is Aswang, then... It's way more slower than I was expecting. So I guess we should smudge it then better. Or we should just do another hunt. It is literally this slow. So we loop it. I mean, it's also unlikely for the twins to be slow like 3 times in a row, to be fair. Hello, sir? What the hell? Okay, we're just waiting. We didn't smudge it there. I need to get... Oh, come on. It's not... It's the twins or Obambo for sure. I didn't see when the hunt started because I was focused. 25. So 55 is when a normal hunt would end. I think it's twins. Let's see, exactly 55? What? It was slightly longer. Well, I didn't see when it started, but it was definitely not short, right then? So it seems like it's easy. It threw an egg at me. It's just twins. And that also checks out, right? Like, Obambo, so the big one is... But you need to be, like, basically just sitting here, like, flicking light switches, looking at the timer to make sure that you're... Because it is not... It's like a 5-second difference, so it's not, like, hugely noticeable if you aren't, like, looking at a timer. But yeah, it should be... just 30 seconds, but it was just... And it was just a 30-second hunt right there. But the other giveaway is that if it's an Obambo and you're getting chain hunted, it should be almost always like slow, fast, slow, fast, slow, fast, like back to back to back. You can have it like be... You can have it be like fast, fast, slow, slow, fast, fast, slow, slow. But if you get like slow, 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 like a real long streak of the same speed in a row, that's kind of impossible for Obambo because it swaps between the different speeds every 2 minutes. So, yeah. Anyway, it's twins. Cool. We got both Obambo and twins. The ghosts that are like really tricky. There you go. Now, Twins obviously also has the whole, like... Twins is one of my favorite ghosts. Like, this is what I mean. Obambo is just, like, the Twins, but, like, worse. It's like... If Obambo came out first and then they made the Twins, I would understand, because there's, like, a clear improvement in Ghost between them. But it's the other way around. Like, the Obambo is just, like, a straight-up worse version in every regard than the Twins. It's so strange that this Ghost came out after the Twins. I don't understand. It's just, the Twins has so many... It really feels like there was the golden era... Wrong button. There was the golden era of Ghosts. They're not in order of when they added... They used to be in order of when they got added, so it was really easy to, like, see the Ghosts that got added in what order. But yeah, there used to be the golden era where we had, like, really unique Ghosts, like the Mimic and the Twins releasing. I mean, those are really, like, standout Ghosts, right? The Mimic and the Twins are, like... In my opinion, the two best ghosts. I think the Twins is might be the best ghost in terms of design, because it has, like, sneaky behavior during a hunt, obvious behavior if you know what you're looking for, especially outside of a hunt. It has this, like, really large range of interacting that is very noticeable if you, like, have gone against the Twins before and you're paying attention. Like, it really, the Twins is such a ghost that, like, rewards you paying attention in every facet of the game, like both during hunts as well as outside of hunts. It has the two interaction, which is not as easy to spot anymore as it used to be, but it's just such an incredibly designed ghost with the, like, two different interaction ranges. We're going back to Willow. And then you have Obambo, which is literally just, like, the same but timed instead of... Oh my god, Goria, really? Yeah, I don't get it. I think Obambo is a bad... I think that out of the ghosts that have been released, like, what are my least favorite new ghosts? I think Obambo really sucks. Like, Goryo is obviously the worst ghost they've ever added to the game. It's unbelievable that this ghost is horrendous. Like, it's just really terrible in every regard. It doesn't have anything outside of the hunt except not changing ghost room, and the one specific interaction with the evidence items is, like, instantly obvious and super annoying at the same time, so that ghost sucks ass, obviously. Aswang, I think, is also, like, a really bad ghost. I think, like, the more I think about it, the more, like, these new ghosts are just, like, not on the quality level of, like, older ghosts, man. The Cormos is cool, if it works as intended, but I haven't found the Cormos yet. I think Moroi is interesting, because it has, like, the sanity drain, right? I think that's kind of cool. It's, like, a unique way to early hunt that I think is kind of interesting. Like, what I'm noticing is that ghosts need to have both inside and outside of hunt behavior. Now, it does seem like, based on, like, the vibes we got from CJ, is that they do plan on adding some of that stuff, but, like, they need to... I want them to return to some of these ghosts and improve them, because I just don't think they are... Like, I'd way rather have an Oni that's, like, all... Like, oh, dude, especially after... Like, Onis used to be just more interactions, right? But then they added, in post, that it also blinks more quickly during hunts. I think Oni is such a perfect ghost, because it is not speed-based, so it's not instantly obvious. You have to put yourself at risk to find it by looping the ghost. And it's really easy to miss. Like, the amount of times that, like, chat will be spamming Oni, 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 and I had literally no idea because I wasn't paying attention to it. Because it's really easy to miss the blinking if you're not focused on it. And then it also has, like, crazy activity outside of a hunt. And it also has draining your sanity by 20% instead of 10%, which is not only a cool way to figure out the ghost, but it's also a really powerful ability, because combine that with more active... more ghost events means that your sanity drains really, really fast, because every ghost event is going to drain by 20, and they happen more often. So I think it's, like, the perfect... it has so many different things that, like, have multiple... It's a multi-dimensional ghost. And, like, things interact in unique ways. Instead of it just being, like the Dial the Gas, where it's just, like, oh, if you throw items, it's slow. If you don't throw items, it's fast. Like, yeah, I think the Dial the Gas is cool, but I think it's a cool ghost. But, like, if you think about it, it's not that... It's just not that special. It's not that... It's just not enough. They need to do more. You're just being nostalgic? No, literally not at all. What are you talking about? I just explained like, what all the stuff is that the Oni can do. Like, it's... Because that's it, right? Oni on paper sounds so simple, but then it has so many things that it can do. Oh my goodness. What? Uh-oh. I think we have a Cormos. Wait, do it? Oh yes, this is Cormos. Let's see. Bro, that's still bullshit, but I think that's still bullshit. This is Cormos. This is Cormos because it's insanely bullshit. That you can instantly know it's Cormos if you hate your life as soon as the hunt starts. It's fucking crazy. Okay, we're gonna grab a smudge stick. I just don't think the Cormos should detect you at that. So it detected my walking. Like, I was trying to sneak into a better position. I wish it didn't punish sneaking around as much as it does. Like, it detects your movement speed. Like, I understand it detects your sprinting, right? That makes a lot of sense. But, like, it detecting your walking speed at, like, the same range that it would detect your equipment, it's just not reasonable, in my opinion. Okay, I gotta go to the basement. But at least it seemed like I could get away from it, right? Like, if I was just gonna be... If I stood still the whole hunt after smudging, I think it was fine. Like, it's just that I moved again. You really... That's just the way you get away from Cormos. You smudge it, and then you just run, like, a little bit during the smudge. So the two bugs with Cormos that made it, like, impossible to deal with is that both during the grace period and during the smudging, it would detect where you were and follow your moves exactly. So... That's what really made it super tricky and super busted. But yeah, let's try, right? Let's try to show you the Cormos. So we're gonna just stand here, I guess. So Cormos is like, it has such a unique ability during the hunt that is so unbelievably powerful. Is it hunting? Okay, here we go. That's really cool, but like I don't think this is like a very good counter because I like obviously already knew it's a Cormos, and like you could be in this situation if you were just standing here to do like a loop, but yeah, clearly it's Cormos. I do want to do a test for this though again, because now that we have our first Cormos again, after the patch, I want to see like how bad it is. So it still detects your equipment, by the way, so you can't just stand there and take videos and photos of it. That would be really cool if you could do that, but yeah, it can find that. All right, so what? Like, I kind of want to do like a realistic Cormos escape scenario. Unfortunately, it's in the basement, which doesn't really work. Like, let's say I didn't know that it's a Cormos, right? I want to try this. Can I get away from this ghost without using smudge sticks? Because I feel like with we have a 3-second grace period, right? So I'm gonna wait here. Oh, come on. And we're gonna try and get away and see if it works. I think it's gonna work because we're in the basement. It might have been harder. Oh, never mind. It detects you on different floors, right? Like if I run below it, it's gonna come here. That is such bullshit. That is such bullshit. How does it work that way? Okay, it actually didn't detect me there. Wait a minute. That's interesting. So, like, if I move here, it's gonna come... No? It just feels so inconsistent. What a weird ghost. Okay, so there... Okay. So there, it came to the sprint location, right? And then it, like, didn't detect my movement after that, which is interesting. Am I the only one that finds it stupid that it detects your movement on a different floor? Like, isn't that insanely busted? feel like that's kind of strong, no? Yeah, we're gonna try this again. That's interesting. What? And now it's not doing that. Maybe it was just a coincidence? Like, that's... I don't know how you could... Like, that's so fucked, man. Brother. Like, I was standing still. I think I could have lived. If I got lucky, I could have lived there. Okay, we're gonna be upstairs. I don't understand. I guess that was bugged. I don't know why it detected my movement speed before, because now it didn't do it. Okay, whatever. We're gonna be... So it seems to be hunting from over here. So all I want to try is to just run away from the ghost. Can we do that without being found? With a 3-second grace period, which nightmare mode is 2 seconds. This is a really high grace period. It's professional grace period. So it should be possible. So, like, what I'm thinking is we sprint, and then when my stamina runs out, after that we walk. I think that's the idea. That would give you the highest chance to get away from it. It's in this room. Because it's cold here. So I'm like, I'm investigating the ghost right now. I have my equipment here. I'm standing in the safety zone. Like, you would always want to stand in the closest to your escape route. This is just normal behavior. Like, this is me investigating while I don't know it's a Cormos. So and then I'm just gonna run away. And we'll see if we can actually get away. Now, I do need you to hunt. Otherwise, I'm not gonna be able to do any of this. Like, maybe Cormos... Like, there could be some tweaks to make it obviously different. But we haven't even tested, like, a lot of it. This is a good moment. This is my first Cormos in a long time. Holy fuck. Hello, buddy. Rude, smack the door in my face. Okay, no hunting, weird. I mean, it's, yeah, I already filled it in. Can you give me a sign? Can you hunt me? I just wanna do some testing here, but you're not really helping me right now. No, I don't think it's a mimic. It was like a Cormos a bunch of times in a row. So I guess it was just like in the doorway or something of the basement stairs. That's why it detected my speed, because it didn't seem to do it the second time. Oh, here we go. I don't understand. It's so weird. It's such an insanely weird ghost because it suddenly slowed down. I can't stand still. I'm gonna die. Yeah, this ghost is busted as fuck still. It is actually completely insane. It's just... Like, I don't know, I would have to read more messages. Like, if you don't think this ghost is, like, the strongest ghost in the game and, like, just actually impossible to survive against, like, in a I think would... Like... Because people were saying that, like, the most people don't play like you do, where you, like, try to loop the ghost. But, like... I think this ghost is even stronger if you don't try to loop it. Do not sprint? How do you get away from the ghost during the wind-up grace period if you can't sprint? So I think... I mean, this is even with me knowing that it's a Cormos, right? Like, I tried to adjust. So, what I think really is the crutch to my experience with the Cormos is that I think what it punishes way too much, like, is when you are in a specific situation, there is just no escape. Like, if I know... So, it starts hunting, I sprint away, and then I walk. It detects where I was sprinting, which means it's gonna go there really fast. And then when it gets there really fast, After that, it is close enough to you to even detect your walking speed. So, like, it basically chains together two abilities, right? Like, when you're sprinting, it's really fast, so it can find your sprint location. And then if you're moving at all... But you can't, like... The counter would be to stand still. But you can't stand still. You can't, like, sprint somewhere and stand still. Because then it's gonna go to where you were sprinting and kill you, right? Like, you can't even sprint into a hiding spot because it's gonna go into the hiding spot and kill you because it detects you in hiding spots. So if you walk into a hiding spot, it will kill you. You cannot hide in a hiding spot against this ghost, right? Psycho tested this. So, like, there is no counter against this ghost. You can't hide. You can't run. Like, the only counter against this ghost is... So that would be the most... If I die now, there's literally nothing you could do. So, like, you can sprint for, like, as long as the grace period is, and you have to stop... If you are sprinting when the grace period ends, you have to use smudge sticks. But there I got away because I stopped sprinting as soon as before the grace period ended. So you need to be very careful with the grace period against this ghost. Which means it's extremely strong on higher difficulties with shorter grace period. But, like, there, it didn't detect me at all. But, like, no other ghost would have detected me at all there either. Like, it's just a completely it's a completely different... Which is why I say it's a strong... Like, I'm not saying it's impossible... Well, I guess I did say that hyperbolically, but it's not impossible to survive against this ghost. But compared to any other ghost doesn't even come close to the strength of this ghost. It's so much more powerful. So it does seem that you can avoid it by going to a different floor, though. That's actually quite important. Like, I don't really know how to test... Because it seems like it's in a different room now. I don't really know how to test it well. So, like, where would you run? Like, let's say the ghost is here. Like, I would run away, right? Because you can't just stand here. Because you're gonna get... Like, if the ghost didn't have collision with the player if you were standing still, this ghost would be, like, instantly easy. But that's the big difference. The fact that you cannot just stand still against it. Yeah, I feel like crouch, not sprinting, should be even small. Like, there should be 3 different ranges against this ghost. I think it's still bugged. I think it's still just straight up bugged. Like, how did it detect my walking at that range? Are you fucking kidding me? And then it didn't detect the rest of that? Is crouch walking just bugged? I don't understand. Wait, why did it detect me there? Wait, I don't understand. Okay, so it is exactly that. So crouch walking has a smaller range than... I don't understand why it detected me there. There's something wrong with this ghost still. Right? Because it was not even in the hallway yet, and it came sprinting over here. Okay, so it's bugged. It has to be bugged then. Okay, well, at least we know it's still bugged. Because you're saying it's 10 meters sprinting, 5 meters walking, 3 meters crouching. That's clearly not happening. Let's only crouch walk. Okay, I mean, if that's how it's intended to work, then I do think that's totally fair. It does lead to a situation where, like, sprinting against this ghost gets punished, like, super, super hard. Okay, so there I got away. It's 30, 15, 10? What? No wonder. So you literally cannot... Okay, that's actually crazy, dude. So crouch walking against this ghost has the same range as any other ghost finding you when you have your equipment turned on. That's the range. Sprinting has it is the entire map. 30 is the entire map. 10 meters is like this until like a little bit into the kitchen, and that's 3 times that distance. So that's like to the end of the building. So you... But the thing is, if you... Okay, so if you know it's a Cormos, you have to crouch walk everywhere. Let's try and go run away from this ghost. We're gonna test it. We're probably gonna use our last smudge stick or die here. So, like, this is normal, right? This is normal player behavior. You're in the ghost room. Like, obviously, we already know this is a Cormos, so we don't have to be here anymore. But the ghost can early hunt, so, like, you would... Oh, it's just... Like, so you can't... So I can sprint for a little bit into the... I don't see a world in which you can avoid this, man. This is crazy. So this, I think, is tech against this ghost, which is kind of cool. That you have to step out of the way of regular pathing. And if you then just stand still, you should be okay. Like here, I should be okay. Because even if the ghost decides to go into the living room, it's not going to walk into this corner. So that is counter against this ghost. That if you just get... Like, for example, here, this is a safe spot against this ghost. As long as you're out of the way, you're usually fine. Like, here might also be safe. Like, just anywhere where it's not gonna, like, path through. Right? But I just think this ghost punishes more than anything. Because, like, I play, like, insane sometimes. Like, today, we've been doing no evidence, no sanity, right? So as soon as we step into the map, we know we're gonna get hunted. But if you're investigating this ghost, you're gonna be in the ghost room. And I think this ghost, more than any other ghost in the entire game, punishes being near it, like, to an insane degree. 30 meters for sprinting is wild. So wait, let's test, right? Let's test this. So when it starts hunting... Okay, well, apparently I'm fucked now. I want to see just how crazy this range is. So we're gonna wait until it goes back to the ghost room. There's a boner. I'm gonna pick this up. Yeah, I don't have smudge, so I might die here. 30 meters. Okay, I'm just gonna stand still. Yeah, the fact that you can't go in a hiding spot against this ghost is just unbelievably crazy, right? So you can't hide, but you can't run. That's literally this ghost's MO, dude. What the fuck? Every corner is a hiding spot? Yeah, okay. So, there is ways to deal with this ghost. So, it's like a So I think why I'm saying, like, there are ways to deal with this ghost. If you stand in a position like what I was saying, right? If you stand out of the way and you just stand still, you're most likely going to survive. This only works if you know it's a Cormos and you're really quick in figuring out this specific, like, type of spot to hide in the first 3 seconds of a hunt, right? Which might not be possible in every scenario. But in any other scenario where you don't know that it's a Cormos, that's why I think it's so strong. Because if you don't know this is the ghost, and it starts hunting, it punishes whatever you would do against any other ghost to a degree that is just astronomically higher than any other ghost. Like, if you are hiding against a Dio, it's not like it instantly kills you if you step into a hiding spot, right? Like, that's kind of what that's kind of a similar idea. This ghost, if you're sprinting at any second... Let's test it, right? Maybe it's not as crazy. So, if it hunts here, I'm going to sprint after the Grace Spirit, and then I'm going to stand over there. And then we're going to see if it... Can you stop being here, man? You're ruining my plans. So, it, like, really punishes the behavior that you would do against all other ghosts. Which is why I think the Dio is such a cool ghost, because it really punishes hiding. But if you hear the ghost stomping in your direction, like really fast going to... Okay, well, let's see if this works. I can't move. Okay, this does work. That's fine. if you are... Like, if you're in a hiding spot and you hear the ghost rushing to you, and then it suddenly slows down, you still have a chance to get out of your hiding spot, right? Like, it counters a specific behavior that you would do against other ghosts, but you can still deal with it if you... Like, it's really easy to get into a position against this ghost where nothing you can do can save you anymore. Like, at a crazy range. So I just want you to hunt from the ghost room. That's all I ask for. Like, all I want to do is the hunt starts, and then let's see if it would detect me if I sprint here. And then I'm gonna walk and hide over there. You are unbelievable, man. Can you fuck off, bro? So it doesn't see you. So it doesn't. This is the big difference. Okay, we're gonna have to stand here again, unfortunately. It doesn't see you if you don't move, but it can still kill you if you don't move. So, like, if I were to be standing right there, it would have killed me right now. Because it would have walked into me. Oh my god, I almost died. That would literally be like the most insane. So that's a good example. I just got insanely lucky and I still... I did everything right and I still almost died, right? Because if I tried to escape from this room, it would have been over for me. I think that's what would really... There's a few things that really irk me against this ghost, which is that... Like, there's a good chance that you still just get fucked anyway. But you didn't? Yeah, every time you barely survive a loop, you should be like, oh, I'll just do that again next time because that was totally safe. Because I just barely survived. Alright, let's try again over here, I guess. Because this ghost sucks. I'm not saying that this has to be removed, by the way. I'm just saying that, like, it's I mean, I would like it to be tweaked a little bit, I think. I just don't think this is a fair ability at all. Like, this is just... There's just nothing you can do against it if you're caught off guard by a... Like, if this ghost hunts before you know it's a Cormos, you just have to have smudge sticks or get lucky. Because a 30-meter sprint radius... Like, you're sprinting from every ghost. Right? There's no other ghost where you, like, don't want to sprint away from it. Because the more distance you make, the better it is. So I guess the idea is that against every ghost now, you have to walk instead of sprint, but, like, that would kill you a lot more. I just want you to hunt. Like, all I'm asking for is just to hunt here. Like, not right next to me. Are you kidding me? You're unbelievable, ghost. The most annoying ghost of all time. What? So I detected it's a Cormos, right? And then it's just because it walks into you, right? Like, I don't know. I mean, maybe I could have walked there instead. So I was walking there. So that was 15 meters. That was 15-meter range.
Welcome back.
I couldn't even hear the ghost yet, and it already knew where I was. Because it can detect you're walking at 15. So, it's... This is what people said. It's 30 meters sprint. It's 15 meters when you're walking. And it's 10 meters crouching, right? This is the correct stats. I feel like you could make it like 5, 10, 20, and it would still be busted as fuck. Right? This needs to be smaller. 10 meters is this. So the same, this range. So, this is the same range equals like electronic range. So this is the exact same range that any other ghost detects your equipment. And you know how big that range is, right? So what happens with this ghost is that it changes these 3 ranges. it detects your sprint while you're running away. Then you get, like, if you're really good at the game, you instantly recognize, shit, it is a Cormos. So you start crouching. But because it's really fast in this range, so it goes to where it hurts you sprint extremely quickly. And then it gets within this range while you are crouching to get yourself into a position where it's not going to randomly walk into you. And then you can't do anything anymore. I think that's it. Like, if it goes really fast to this range. Like, it detects you from anywhere on the map, unless it's a big map. And then it just detects you because it gets in 10 meters range within, like, 3 seconds. Like, it gets in this range, like, in no time, because it goes... I don't know what the exact speed is. So, yeah, I don't know. I still think Cormos is... Even with the fixes, like, it used to be way more busted. Because it used to be... that it would detect your sprinting during the grace period, which was obviously busted as fuck. Are you kidding me? That is so rude. It does it again. Oh, my God. I don't know. Every time... I mean, I know, like, this is a no evidence, no sanity run, so you can't really compare it. I just really wish I could find this ghost on, like, a normal run. And then see if we get into a situation where we're gonna die. Because, like, these are not, like, perfect experiments, right? Because, like, we already know it's a Cormos. I mean, I guess it just reinforces the need for smudge sticks, right? Like, if you... Okay, it's not a Cormos. I just think 30 meters is fucking crazy, man. Is it faster? 30 meters on a map like this is the entire map. Because it's a small map. It's 30 meters across. Like, I'm pretty sure this to that is not even 30 meters. And, like, so that means it already smelled your... It already heard your footsteps when you can't even hear the ghost yet. Because you can only hear the ghost at a range of, like, around 10 meters. So, like, unless you know it's a Cormos, you have no idea that it's coming to your location. Right? It sniffed your feet. And I just don't think, because I'm thinking, like, I don't think it holds up that people say, like, most people don't play like you. Because I think this ghost punishes every behavior. It punishes, the only thing it doesn't punish is knowing exactly what the ghost does. And knowing exactly where to stand in order to avoid dying against it. Like, knowing that you have to crouch. I actually think it should be this. I think it should be 0. Oh, God. I think that would be crazy cool. Or like 1, yeah. I'm gonna smudge at 4121. Is it Pulte? Big throws? Oh, God, I'm gonna die here. How did it not see me? Alright, chat says Pulte, I'm trusting you. I was not paying attention whatsoever. I was just trying to get the ghost photo, which I did. So yeah, I just because if it does this would actually be really cool. Like 30, 15, and then like 1 here. So that it detects you if you're like literally walking right next to it. I feel like 0 is still fine though, because it's basically the same. Right? So then it's not 10. But yeah, it's this instead. So this is Cormos. This is Cormos as it stands right now. It still detects your electronic equipment in a range of 10 meters as well. Unless it's bigger against the Cormos. I don't think so though. Yeah. I mean, the fact that it can detect you before you even know that it's...
Welcome back. I've prepared some jobs for you.
Like, before you can even hear it. It's kind of crazy. Alright, we're going... That was a really fast one. That was an easy one. Thank you, chat. Oh, Willow again. Willow again. Yeah, or if you can just go into a hiding spot, that's totally fine. As...
I've got a report that suggests the possible ghost smoking.
Because it's really the only ghost where you have to have, like, multiple smudge sticks. Or you have to have short hunts. Because short hunts makes it fine to deal with. Because, like, you can smudge the ghost and then, like, get away to it. So it... I mean, if you have a smudge stick, there is lots of counters. Like, I just don't play... Like, you have to change your mindset, right? So what you have to do then is you have to smudge it, and instead of running away, you need to run into a corner. Like, if in this situation you smudge the ghost, you should never go outside. You should just be here. And then you're fine. Touching a door. Ah! Dio? Adio, buddy! Did I get the... Did I get it? I did not. Are you kidding me? It says ghost on there, but it doesn't... You fucking kidding me? I think I didn't get it. I didn't get it like 6 photos in a row, brother. Easy peasy. Oh, there we go. All right. Thank you. I just wanted the ghost photo. That's all. What a beautiful picture. Yeah, the picture during a hunt. I think what I was trying there as a new strat was looking at the photo cam when it said ghost on the screen and then trying to time my picture with that, but I don't think that works. I think what you should just stick to the usual strats where you try to take the picture. So ghosts blink in and out, right? They blink in and out of view, and you can only take the picture when it's in view.
Welcome back.
And how I tried to time my photos, which is definitely not 100% success rate picture, but I try to, so it blinks out, so it blinks in, and then it disappears. And then you know there's like a certain amount of time that is like between 1 and 1.5 seconds that it blinks back in. So I try to take my photo somewhere between the 1 and 1.5 second range, and then I just hope that it blinks in at the time that I take the picture, because you can't time it with the photo. At least, unless you're like insane at reaction. If you have like a 0.1 second reaction speed, like you're like an absolute machine. Oh, we got a believer one? I didn't even notice. Sorry, I didn't reset the wheel, but that's fine. We got Peter Petit! Peter Petit? Interesting. What a name. What the hell? We need a video. We got Pee-Pee. Peter Parker. Little Peter. Alright, buddy. So yeah, the digital still seemed to be something where it was detecting me in the basement, though. That was strange as well with the Cormos. Oh. Yo! That's crazy. I gotta be over here then. Shadow ghost with the red. We need 3 videos. Not hunting. Yo, Psycho, what's up? Hey, wait, Psycho, you tested if the Cormos can kill you in a hiding spot, right? Because I don't have the hiding spots enabled, and I just had a Cormos, but I was testing other stuff. This is the Cormos. You know how insane this is? I mean, you probably tested this as well. It can detect your sprint speed at 30 meters, your walking speed at 15, and your crouch speed at 10. How crazy is that? Those are correct. That's wild, man. So, like, if you sprint into a hiding spot, is it gonna kill you in there? Is that what you tested? Because I still have not been able to test that, unfortunately. Because that's the thing. And the max speed is almost Moroi as well. Damn. Wild. What a ghost. Unbelievable. Alright, it's not a djinn. If you do an audible footstep in the hiding spot, you die. Okay. Oh, so it's the... So it's audible clicky. It's actually listening to the clickies? Like if you somehow get in there without making a sound? Oh. Yo, buddy! Hey, buddy! Give me this video, though, at least. Are you kidding me? It was like 90% full, bro. So if you run into a hiding spot and the last footstep you do running away is in the locker, it will kill you in there. I think what really frustrates me against the Cormos, I just haven't had it in a normal game. That's like the main thing that I think has... It means that my evidence has not been conclusive by any means, because I've only ever gotten it in like artificial scenarios like this. It's not an artificial scenario, it's like a more unusual scenario, doing like a no evidence, no sanity run, right? And in those scenarios, you always have smudge sticks, so it actually is one of the easier ghosts, because you instantly know it's a Cormos, and then the reason I die is because I stick around too long, right? Anyway, we grab you and you. But yeah, the fact that if you step into a hiding spot, it still kills you is kind of disgusting. Bro, you gotta clean the screen, man. There's fingerprints all over it, man. Nasty. Oh. I think it's just straight up in this. There you go. That was... The fuck? They got like stuck or something. Alright. 5108. Alright, so it's in one of these. I think it's relatively normal. Is it Ash? Is it speeding up fast? Seems relatively normal. I gotta go. Are you kidding me? It's literally in the picture. What are you talking about? You can see it. Enhance that shit. It's on the fucking picture. What are you talking about? It's literally on there. Some bullshit, man. What a scam. Alright, whatever. I'm not mad. Okay. I think it's... We test for ass and then we do pills again? I think that's the plan. That could be anything. What the hell? Oh, come on. Stop turning out the breaker, you stinky. We did not really... Fuck me, I guess. It's not a wraith. So we're ass testing. Oh, come on. Did I get the... Or you need to be close to that, actually. Let's focus on the blinks as well, but I don't think it was anything special. This might be a Goryo gamers. We might be in trouble. Even though I saw it and I instantly picked it up, it was not fast enough. You gotta already be holding the camera for it to work. Okay. We might wanna not start our hunt here, but it's fine. I can still get the ghost video as well during a hunt. So I smudged it and now it's not hunting. But I didn't take any sanity pills. Is it somehow a shade? Uh-oh. Oh! It was lights flickering. Wait, lights exploded. You could have gotten lights flickering and lights exploded there. Interesting. Weird. Doesn't it override? Like, if you get that ghost event and the ghost is in the area, it doesn't allow you to take the lights flickering, I think. Or lights. Feels bad, man. This might actually straight up be a shade. Or it's spirit, yeah. Did I not smudge it before, though? Maybe it's just a spirit. Let's grab a crucifix so we can test it in that same room. Yeah, I smudged it, but did I only smudge it once? I swear I smudged it before as well. I did, but I guess maybe I was yapping about other stuff, so I didn't notice that it had been 3 minutes. Okay, so this range is, it's a 5-meter range now, right? Isn't that what this is? How big is the range on a tier 2 crucifix? You can kind of just, I think it's 5 meters. Look at how far that is. And it's twice this range, and then 6 times this range. It's 4 meters! So it's more than 6, the range at which the Cormos, the texture sprinting, is more than 6 times the range you're seeing here. That's fucking crazy. It is just across the universe. Alright, buddy. I need you to do something. And I still think that is fine. I think that is fine as long as you can do the thing that you can do against the Dio, which is, oh my god, it's coming to my location. I need to make sure that I'm in a safe position. Right? But because you can't even walk, you can't reposition yourself. So I think all they have to do to fix the Cormos is just this. If they just make it so that it doesn't detect your crouch, I think it's awesome. I think that's perfect. I think this is actually kind of sick. Because then it detects you everywhere. It's kind of like, I mean, then they might just make this infinite, right? 9999999. This, I think this would be awesome. Well, maybe not the walking speed then. I don't know. It's fine with 30 because it's basically all around the map anyway. Like, it's kind of like a Dio, but because that's so interesting, because then it's a Dio, but you have to, then the Dio and the Cormos suddenly become like nemesis because they have similar approach rates, and then you need to like decide if you want to start looping or if you're gonna be safe against the Cormos, right? Because if I stand here, I'm safe against the Dio. If I stand here, I'm safe against the Cormos. So suddenly you have to make like a decision. I think this has to be a shade, no? Like, what the fuck is going on here? It's allowing me to yap for 11 minutes without doing a single hunt. This is ridiculous. I think it has to be a shade. I'm out of here. Yeah, it doesn't act like a Dio on large maps. Yeah, they should just adjust these numbers for large maps, of course. Because like on large maps, 30 meters is not a lot at all. But 30 meters on a small map is everything. We got a lot of cool... This was a good session. We had so many of the new ghosts that I had only seen like a few times. There you go. It wasn't really shit. I mean, it's very obvious when you're just not getting hunted. Like, wasn't that only 2 hunts? It was only 2 hunts. And I was just standing in the ghost room for like 6 minutes. Because it was the kitchen, right? It doesn't show you what the ghost room is, right? Yeah, it doesn't. But yeah, it was clearly there. So yeah, anyway, it started... At the end, we started yapping about the Cormos a lot. Because now that I finally found it again, and we did it... This was on the new patch, where they fixed that it detects your movement during the smudge stick and during the grace period. So I think the only counter against the Cormos is a smudge stick. So either go into a different floor, like go into the basement, or there's 2 like straight up counters. Either start your hunt in a position where you can stand still, or get to that position within 2 seconds, because that's kind of like the length of the grace period. If you can do that, you're totally safe against this ghost. Alternatively, smudge the ghost and then get into a position where you can stand still. Now the problem is that, so like that was kind of what I did that one time when I died, but it just walked into me randomly, right? Like, I mean, I wasn't in the perfect spot, so yeah. So I think the 2 changes I would still make there is make the crouching detection smaller or non-existent, and then make it so that you can go in hiding spots. I think going into a hiding spot and it's still killing you in a hiding spot is kind of crazy. So yeah, but let me think. Maybe it's fine to keep it this way, but then they just have to accept that if there's a tier list, we have to add like 100 tiers. And then put Cormos at the top, and then we'll put the rest of the ghosts in the bottom 5 tiers, because it's just unbelievably more powerful than any other ghost in the existence of this video game. But anyway, so that was Cormos again. That's really cool. The other ghost we saw Obambo several times, which this ghost is just it has such a clash with the twins, but it is easy to test if you know what to look for, like the hunting duration being shorter. And the consistency of being slow, fast, slow, fast, slow, fast are like the big takeaways. We didn't see Ass, right? That's a shame, because Ass is the other one that I really struggle with detecting. So apparently Ass is like slightly slower. What was it? 1.53? This will be on the test. 1.53, and then it gets really fast really quickly. Dian we didn't see, but it's really easy. Galu we also didn't see. We saw lots of Obambos this time, and luckily a Cormos. And we had some sneaky other ghosts. Like well, Moro's not very sneaky. We had Moro, we had Raichu, we had lots of Jins. We didn't have a Revenant. We had a Dio even as well. So yeah, that was a good practice for me. We only failed twice, right? Against Obambo and against the Goryo, but those were both deaths because I fucked up. So anyway, hope you enjoyed that. If you're watching it over on YouTube, let me know what the ghost is you struggle against the most, and let me know what you think about the Cormos in its current state. I would love to hear, because maybe I'm just freaking out. If you're not subscribed, please do so. If you like the video, like it. If you dislike it, dislike it. And if you want to join the Love the Game sharing chat, you can join us over at twitch.tv/Instagram. Get the link in the description down below. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys. Have a good one. Bye-bye.